ice pack.
Yes. Hey guys, I have to adjust the audio here.
Hello.
Yeah, maybe I'll start there. Why was it showing me VOD? Says somebody in the shadow chat. What do you mean? I don't know.
Oh my god, that sounds
You guys can
fucking
hear
delicious.
us,
eating
right?
kid.
You know we're here.
Hello.
Test. I don't feel like I've been directly regarded.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Good stuff. Alright. Okay. Hey buddies, this is episode 18 of Disco Elysium, the final cut. Awesome. Let's jump back in.
I'm ready.
A lot happened on the last episode.
On the last couple episodes.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Last one in particular, though, we finally went and talked to the dude who runs the Everard, the dude who runs the docks. And we found out a whole bunch of stuff that, like, basically, like, we even missed out on quests because we didn't get to him earlier, but that's just how this game goes. There was, like, you could have played this game a completely different way and gone to him right away. And we didn't, and it was so weird seeing it from that angle. This guy who was clearly meant to be seen early on, he's, like, discussing all this stuff, trying to have leverage on us, like, being like, oh, I know all about you. It's like, dude, I've gotten over that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, cop. I'm making reparations. I'm making amends. Mending my wounds. You can't use these tactics on me anymore.
The body is still up there.
Yes, but he says he's going to help get it down. And I did accept some money from him.
Yeah, a couple
I can't
times.
not. I'm still Hobocop. I'm still pathetic. Like, you know, I don't understand the concept of how bribing affects how we look as cops.
He was holding
Micro
$5.
The thing
And
that-
also a novelty check.
in this, yeah. And in this world, you're allowed to accept bribes, technically.
Yeah.
Kim even talked about how you're just supposed to log it in this world. You're just like, they just log it and keep track of the micro bribes they receive, that it's allowed.
Interesting.
Over a certain denomination, you're not supposed to be allowed for some reason, but, alright, just getting dressed up here, got my horny up.
Yeah.
Guess I should look at the tasks or the map. Oh, A
Got
new
some white chips.
composure check available on Andre for some reason. Something to do with probably with talking to these guys or something, or maybe it's just over time.
We got
I don't
them
know.
set up in the church?
Is that it? Did I just ignore this?
I don't know.
No, it's a composure check based on, this is the dancing. It renewed itself for some reason. Knick-knack stand interfacing. Did I up interfacing on the last episode?
Looks like it.
By accident, or did I get a... Let's go to the knick-knack stand. Holy fuck. We might be able to buy something.
Fuck. We have 66 real and 67 real cents. It is day 6. We have 3 health with 2 back and like 10 morale health with 2 back.
We met the rich guy in a box who is also clearly the dude you're supposed to go down the route of for net worth and savoir-faire.
The file cabinet stands
He's a
steady
very
as ever
specific
draws.
playthrough type guy. Probably the Guillaume de Million playthrough. Rockstar Cop / I think Guillaume de Million play together well. Probably. Capo types.
And do we have to talk to Measurehead to help get the body down? Is that who will help us?
I think so, actually. He said Measurehead will meet you there, or maybe I'll
It
just
was
go
like
up to him.
talk to Jean-Luc. Is that
Talk
his
to
name? Sup?
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Everard told you to help us get the body down.
So it was. My unpromising race pupil entered the harbor and used my superior to give me orders. I salute your cunning and remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
Okay.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
There's a but.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you.
He turns to the
Both
lieutenant.
of you.
That would mean you're openly showing the people that you're taking the Union's side.
Wait, that means showing everyone that we're taking orders from the Union. Lieutenant, what if we don't want to do that? Okay then. Wait here while Measurehead goes. Lieutenant, what if we don't want to do that?
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it on ourselves. I can live with a compromise.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition to my heroic haplogroup.
Okay.
Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
Babe. What's Babe gonna do about it? She's gonna be all powdering her boobs,
Yeah.
playing with her boobs and looking at her butt at the same time.
Just
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
we're just trying to keep things from going to shit. Apparently so. Yeah, we're the law around here. Why are you with Measurehead? Which one do you want?
Why are you with Measurehead?
Alright.
Look at him. His craniometric perfection. Are you cops or what?
Apparently so.
Cool. I like men with guns and power.
I don't have a
I'm
gun.
Katya, by the way.
Well, I don't like leather mitts.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, the tree.
I also don't like grocery bags that have been like filled with hand lotion, because that's basically what you are.
Oh,
That's what it would be like trying to be like a grocery bag with lotion in it, like
it's great. It's you just like stick your hand in and then
the
it's
whole
all
fist.
done.
Maybe both fists.
And then you sit back and let it dry.
Yeah, that's how sex is done.
What?
You hear
I
that?
was talking about bags
Oh,
with lotion
just
in them.
moisturizing yourself.
Yeah, you gotta moisturize.
Oh, that imagery. Oh,
No.
just you know, definitely not grade A pussy. That's all I'm saying. Lieutenant looks around the yard. That sound, he's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I also wish I could see it.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Everett's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
Spoken by a mercenary pretending to be a worker.
I'll work with whoever I want. That's none of your business. Yes, I am an unbelievably corrupt cop. I am corrupt at every opportunity. I'll work with whoever I want. So he's just ripping the tree apart?
Shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno.
Kuno's loving it. I wish I was there.
The man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
Thank you for your cooperation, Measurehead.
Farewell, Ham Sandwich. You are
Ham
a
Sa-
Union man from now on.
Why are we a ham sandwich?
That's his, like, we're flabby and
Oh,
made of meat, kind of, like, loosely made of meat.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
Labor Utopia, not approvingly.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
Here you go. You're feeling it already.
Stevenson. He turns to a wide smile adorning his face.
Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Who do you think... Wait, is that... Yeah, ask him. Who do you think killed the hangman?
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
He shakes his head solemnly. It's definitely meant to be talking about one we didn't know. Everard says Titus Hardy and his boys killed them.
That's so. I haven't heard anything about that. But if that's true, well, he was an enemy combatant.
I guess at this point, we're not 100% on who killed him. We still aren't 100%. We're tracking down the gun, the shooter, like... Anyways.
Hold up, what does that mean? Were you involved?
He was an enemy. What does that mean?
He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
Were you involved?
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
Huh.
He believes the Hardy Boys could have done it.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
How are my wrists? Not great. I got flare-up from my steroid injection. Good talking to you. Gotta run. I kind of want to see what the body looks like down now.
Yeah, go directly to it.
We'll talk to the scab leader, who's probably going to be angry.
Yeah. He's always angry.
Right to work!
Oh, thought you'd want to say something about that.
Shame on you!
Whatever.
What?
Head right to Kuno then.
Kuno! Kuno! Kuno!
So Kuno was laughing maniacally while he watched. He must have seen quite the thing. Yeah, I thought he would have ripped the... Well, he ripped the branch down. I thought he took the whole tree down. That would have been impressive. Look at... Go talk to Kuno. Kuno's little shit show, he says. Now he's sad.
You missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely fucked the tree to pieces.
He fucked the tree up! Fucked it good! It was porno!
You need to act decisively. It's Kuno. Use Kuno words.
Stop using the K word. It belongs to the past. Total retards use language like that. Congratulations, Kuno. You made yourself a retard.
Whoa.
Oh, hey, kids. Not an approval. But don't you mean desert kipped? This also superficial, kids. The race mystery runs deeper than you could ever understand. Wish I could have been here to see it. Now I have some questions. I guess yous too.
Okay.
Don't be a retard, Kuno.
Stop choking, Kuno! The faggot has got you in a chokehold!
Kuno's not fucking choking.
Choked you out there. Serves you right for using reactionary shit. Alright. Simmer down. I think we learned our lesson. We all learned our lesson. Yeah.
2.
Yeah. There's nothing else we can do.
Kuno's back to full power now. He doesn't give a shit about kids and retards. Let's talk normal shit.
Wow.
Fuck did you want anyway? You got your fuck back down?
Oh, now you want a normal conversation. Yeah, let's have a normal conversation.
Shoot that shit at Kuno, pigonaut.
I guess that's it.
Pig or not.
See you later, buddy.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Don't go near the body.
Okay.
We're not interested.
What about her?
Yeah, you can talk to her.
What do you think?
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
That's it.
Fine. So we wanted to do a white check, right?
Yeah, we need to go dance. If I don't think fast travel works.
No,
so
there
get
was something up here. It was,
the
knick-knack
knick-knack
stand.
stand! Why did it put it way up there? The knick-knack stand is the guy.
The dude down here?
Yeah, that's weird. Oh, yeah. We can also turn in our check at the, our novelty check.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
It's like,
You mean like pips? Pips are everywhere.
go to like the
No one-
boxes
To the west,
around him.
dark.
Okay.
You keep coming.
If he really wants to
It's a
save
pawn
the economy,
shop? Wait,
he'd
what?
let you pay with net worth. Go over and ask him if you can.
Leave for now. Well, no. That was just the dialogue option. Leave for now. I don't mean leave here. Go to that one now.
The shine
It's to
of
the
these
right.
sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer.
Stylish. These are those UV.
These are all first rate.
It's the toy soldier thing, the knick-knack stand. So it's
So,
a knick-knack
the
stand
pawn shop?
within the pawn shop?
Okay.
Who calls it that? It's not
Yeah.
a stand then, it's just a knick-knack box. A stand would be its own like little stand. So we can try to get a better soldier. Put on the special white gloves for interfacing.
Oh, our interfacing gloves. Yes.
Yeah. I think that's all we got for interfacing still. We always talk about this, and I'm
Yeah.
confident now that that's the only thing we can do to up interfacing.
Our interfacing is at +2.
Yeah, that's all we can do.
Okay, and it's this one?
Yeah, it's the shelf.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table.
Try it out.
Some
Yep.
on horseback, others in rags. Everything
Are you
in
fucking
Big
kidding
House
me?
Seems faded.
Fucking bullshit,
Sad
man.
somehow.
Yeah,
Most
fucking
of them are just
bullshit.
broken toys.
God damn it.
God damn it! Alright. Fuck! 87% chance. We get fucked a lot in these rolls. The only literal roll where we like got awesome. Well, we had 2. One was asking her out on a date, which was huge, and
Yeah.
love Kuno. Getting to love Kuno,
Yeah.
paint love Kuno. So I guess I can't complain that much. We got 2 checks we had no business winning,
That's
but we lose a lot of obvious ones that we should get. I guess you could go to the convenience store to turn in the giant check and
Our
the
real.
bottles.
Yeah.
Lots of bottles.
Okay, that's nothing. Oh, I wanted to see if we had any thoughts we were internalizing. Or are we? Nope. We're all full of thoughts.
Yeah, and I don't think we want any of the ones that are. I may
How do
start
you
spending points on internal or white checks.
Yeah.
Since we are ending near end game, and it might be our only way to get some of the white checks.
Okay.
We could strategically spend them on the ones that have the most white checks behind them.
Right. How many points do we have?
1, I think, right now.
Okay.
The tear machine stands in the... Your bottles
Yum,
plug
yum, yum, yum,
into
yum,
the
yum.
machine, and the money appears with a sack. Do you know what you should do with that money?
No.
Kip?
No!
And then talk to her. She might let you turn in the check.
We would like money, please.
Is this about the questions again?
I need to
'Cause
exchange
I
this
don't
novelty
really
check
know
for cash.
anything.
Give her the novelty check and getting 25 real.
Did we talk about it, or is there any interacting we can do with it?
You can look at it. Go look at it if you want. 20 by 50 centimeter check looks like it's meant to be handed over ceremoniously at a gala-like event, but it's supposedly exchanged for 25 real at your local Fritz store. Below the number,
Ridiculous.
carefully handwritten. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir.
She rolls up the giant novelty check. Looks like she's seen it before and slips it under the counter.
Anything else I can do for you?
No, you don't work for the union. The union works for you by supplying you with cash.
So we have 93.87 real now.
Blow the whole thing on speed and gin right now. Speed and gin. Great combo.
Is that
Ask some local dealers, maybe.
a new dialogue option? 1? No, it's not. So we can leave.
Okay.
So I guess we're gonna go try to dance.
Okay.
But just out of curiosity, check our white checks. Like what is locked? So, interfacing, which we just failed. Logic, composure, reaction speed, composure can't be done because he's dead.
Right.
Interfacing.
No, he's not dead.
Renee,
His friend's dead.
up,
Oh.
dead. Interfacing. It looks like we might want to put a point into interfacing and like redo a bunch of these. Inland Empire on the Hangman. He's down now. We don't need to do it. And I can't believe we fucking lost that in the first place. Electrochemistry. Impossible in the mirror.
For the mirror, we don't want to do
care. Yeah. Conceptualization. Half-light. Formidable.
Don't need to do
Racist.
this.
Don't need to do it. We wanted to do the one with Joyce, but I don't know that I'd put a point in because that seems to be the only thing behind conceptualization. Savoir-faire, composure. It looks like composure and interfacing are the main ones. Hand-eye coordination, composure, physical instrument.
We don't need to
We
do
don't need either of
those.
no. And then the one for Gary the cryptologist looks like it might be actually be gone. The chance to even do it.
Right.
Titus Hardy, rhetoric godly.
I don't
to
know if we
beat
need
Titus in a like sparring match of words. We're not. I think that'll unlock over time.
Okay.
Feld ladder. Oh, we don't need to do that. We got to the bottom of that place without teleporting.
God damn it.
Savoir-faire is something we would never put points in regardless. Interfacing. Punch the clock / payphones. Yeah, so you know what?
What?
Just put a point in interfacing now and head right back and try that knick-knack stand again.
Okay.
Because there are so many interfacing checks, we might as well try just put one in. So it's over next to composure. Why not?
Alright.
I just leave. Yeah, head on down to the
I know I just did
pawn
this, but-
shop and we'll see if we can get that figurine. I wonder how many figurines we need to present them to the goddess.
And we told them, should we call?
Yeah, try it, I guess. I don't know, it's like...
I feel like we... Oh, didn't they say maybe
people
it
on-
glitches?
Oh!
You see a set of steering levers,
It'll come back
a
up
radio
again.
microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Anything about the armored boots? 4.
Still no word, I'm
God
afraid, sir.
damn it.
57.
In the cabin, you see
I love you.
the afternoon sun shimmers off the white on blue police livery of the motor carriage.
Wait, why am I even thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed to...
Do something important? Something murder-related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. This is a Caprice Kanema, the Caprice Motor Corps follow-up to their highly successful workhorse, Caprice 40, and the answer to the Lum's racing breed, Ferv series.
Is that a good one?
It was a good one.
Oh, it hurt my eyes.
Aww.
Okay.
With its air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine, driving the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual gearbox, the Kanema is able to reach 100 kilometers per hour in 13.5 seconds and go on to a top speed of 180 kilometers an hour.
Not amazing, but look at it. It's pretty good that it can do it. Won't roll over in the first sharp corner. Turn your attention to the motor carriages. Talk to yourself. Won't it roll over?
The high center of balance is offset by a large battery bank mounted at the bottom of the cabin, feeding all the auxiliary systems and making the Kanema effectively a mobile power plant.
You might be able to impress Kim with interfacing, because, like, I mean, he's very much an interfacing type guy.
Mm-hmm.
This tech talk is really rubbing me the right way here. Yeah, say the one.
Due to a quite steep price tag, it is very unusual to see one in police livery.
That machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. Point to the vehicle. Very cool. Yes, do it.
Awesome.
What else? I don't like a machine, Lieutenant. It looks impractical. Shrug the motor carriage. One of many.
God.
Yeah, you got to do one.
Yeah.
Very cool.
You want to take a closer look?
What's back in there? Point to the engine. To a fine machine. Run your hand over the smooth. No, don't touch his. What's back in there? Point to the engine.
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
B12, eh?
Man, that's got to be a major advancement over the KR-18GU engine on the old Caprice 40.
So you can rub your chin. That's what, 7-liter V12? Or it must be an advancement of the KR-18GU engine of the older 40 models, right? Let out a whistle. Mama's serving some serious macaroni. Oh, I thought it would make more. Oh, fuck. Like, we want to impress him with, like, I'm just wondering, like, we want to use our high encyclopedia knowledge. Because it's an asset, but on the other hand, will that go over, like, would he appreciate that in depth?
Or would he want to tell us more about it? Like, what's status?
Yeah. Try to act a little dumb, I think.
Yeah?
Do number one, yeah.
Okay.
7.2. Supercharge.
He's trying to press a smug smile unsuccessfully.
Boom! I love you.
Saying these words brings him immense joy.
I get to say more. Go back into one. You can say more. We can go in depth.
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter. Man, that's
All right,
got to be
get
a
in
major
detail now.
advancement over the
It's an advancement over the KR-18GU engine of the older 40 models,
and the
right?
old Caprice 40.
Yeah, you know it?
Just the basics: cast iron blocks, swirl chamber injection, dual chains, drive and overhead camshafts, 2 valves per cylinder, hydraulic valve lash adjustment. No, not sadly. I wish I did. No, do number one. Maybe he will be impressed by all this.
Yes, that's right.
He stares at you
I'm very
surprise.
impressed that you know these things.
Fine. Well, no, go back into one.
100 and...
I reckon, man, that's got
Let
to
out
be
a whistle.
major advancement
We get to do them
over
all.
the KR-18GU
Except for the last.
Mama's
engine
serving some
on the old
serious
Caprice
macaroni.
40.
You lost me there.
130 kilowatts is a lot of power, Kim.
The Kinema is fast. Feels right at home on the raised motor track. Hard to find something that could overtake it.
Armel Ryu Supersonique, a racing motorbike for the road, could probably do it.
Alright, a fine machine. I think we've earned the right to run our hand over it now.
Okay.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down.
There was a gentleness in the lieutenant's voice as his eyes ran over the vehicle's contours. I would not listen to electrochemistry here.
Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot. It's a bit girly right now. Fit it with some proper off-road components.
You need to slam it, Kim. Make it more imposing. Ever thought about switching to helium headlights? With which mud tires?
With a winch.
With winch and mud tires, we could take this off the beaten path, Kim. Okay, enough about that. I would say number 2's not bad. It's not bad to talk stuff like that with somebody who, like, he's probably considered it.
Okay.
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first.
If we ever get this case solved, maybe we can do it together!
Yeah.
Yes!
Put it out there all like that? Just
Yes!
lay it out there?
Yes!
You want to help? Thank you for the offer. That might be fun. Let's do the case first, though, alright?
Friends, friends, friends.
Maybe we
He
are.
glances at you and smiles.
He liked the idea.
Go back into 2.
Yes.
It's nice and all. Helium headlight. It's a bit girly right now.
I think 3's
Fit it
funny
with
too.
some proper off-road.
We can take this off the beaten path, Kim. You probably
We
will.
are not going to, because this is clearly a sports motor carriage.
Sounds like he has a strong concept of what the machine is. I'm just saying. Alright. Was there anything else in 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's nice. Helium headlight. It's a bit girly right now.
Enough about the details.
Fit
Okay,
it
enough
with
about the
some proper
details.
off-road.
Anything else?
Okay, let's move on. We have a date.
Holy crap. That
Friends,
is-
friends, friends.
That's some exciting stuff right there.
So all that needed, having
Interfacing.
interfacing only initiated it. Without interfacing, Encyclopedia wouldn't start talking about it.
Yeah.
It was a combination of the 2 that made us go down that path with him.
And the fact that we did it later in the game meant that we were higher on some things, you know, like. It's so interesting.
You see rows of toy soldiers
All right,
Alright,
let's do it.
92% chance.
Blowing up
laid
for
on the
good luck.
table.
Ooh,
Some
that
on
felt
horseback,
nice.
others in why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse. A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say foul.
The headless phone rider!
Indeed. I think I even have his cap somewhere down here. A tiny miniature phone cap to go with it. Yours for 50 cents.
I'll take it.
He doesn't elaborate on what that means. It's unlikely that he will. The lieutenant studies the figurine with amusement. Cool rider, right? I knew we'd find something worthwhile here. Buy it.
Purchase it.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
Wait a minute, is this one of those shops where everything's cursed? Step away, I suppose.
Turkey's a little dry.
Actually, now that you have interfacing, I'd go back up, since we put a point in, and just
Like-
spam through, like, you know,
You see rows of
inspect the
big
knights,
men on
see
big
if interfacing
Franco
pops
Nigerian
in
knights.
with
long,
something.
long. They're not.
This is what the loyalists look like, yes.
Which one?
Alright, leave.
This set of
Your
probably
problem.
nothing
I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
It's impossible to win against the cohorts of capital. Ask my friend Gart, whose bitch it made me. Yeah, do that.
Okay. I don't like either set too much, to be honest.
He seems to have his own take on.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
But we should inspect that soldier that we picked up.
Yeah, do my own save. Thank you very much, game.
So any of the guys, major car guys? No.
No. Not at all.
No. Ben bought himself a bike that he liked, but he wasn't a bike guy either. Like he didn't know he's not a mechanic type or anything. Like he took it in to get fixed and stuff. All right. Items. There he is. All right. Headless Fallen Rider. The plastic Headless Fallen Rider sits atop his equal the posture, indicating the desperation and pride comes with a set of infamous fallen cap for which he lost his head. The head is not included. So it's an item that can't be sold? Or does it have a price?
We can sell it for 42 cents. Bought it for 50.
Let's go talk to the drunk who told us about the Headless Fallen Rider. Maybe this will do something.
Okay.
Well, Kyle could be considered a car guy in that he has bought a Delica, customized it, fixed it up and customized it, and he also bought a school bus and fixed it up and customized it for his own purposes. But that doesn't make him like a car guy.
Yeah.
It makes him a handy dude who likes to make things. He's much more a maker than a car guy. I don't think any of us super appreciate cars. Like, we can appreciate them to some degree. We used to watch Top Gear every so often. We all know what a Bugatti is.
Tequila Sunset.
Let's hear talk about the Fallen Rider 5. See if anything happens.
The tale there.
Are you telling the story?
Shut the
There'll be a lot to get through, but maybe something will change.
What she doesn't know is that her piece is about
I guess say something new. I don't know what.
A headless man. Rumored to be searching for his legendary
Wait, I thought the Headless Fallen Rider rode a bull. Show him the figurine.
I thought that he rode a headless pig.
He says with a smirk.
Well, there are many versions of this story. The most peculiar of which has the Headless Fallen Rider riding on the back of another headless man.
What?
That's super spooky.
Yes.
I guess nothing really.
Interesting.
Tell him about the two feminists by the locks.
Fuck, Rosemary. They. What? Right.
Two women stand on a small.
The women are caught.
Don't turn.
Wait, but. Her body is never recovered.
Doesn't matter.
Naturally, during the No, not a prick.
Anyway, that's the story. No.
He won't.
I saw him one night when I was right shit.
Alright.
But maybe the figurine will help us eventually with the statue of the woman. Or
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks.
You're stupid.
Did we do anything else that we would need to...
Our tenant, the policeman.
Oh, don't do this yet. We need to get the signatures from the fish lady and the old woman in order to...
Right.
Do we want to do such a thing? It's like... I would head to the... Let's go dance.
The churches and stuff.
Yeah. And then, yeah, where are all the other interfacing checks? There's lots of them.
Okay.
There's the hawthorn tree, which we passed. The mirror. Oh, we can try to shave off our chops.
No.
Isn't it?
That's pain threshold.
Oh, what's the mirror for?
Isn't that getting the face?
No, that's electrochemistry mirror. Is it fixing the tap? Punch the clock / payphone. Oh, that's back in there?
What?
Where is that? Oh, that's back in his place, in the fucker's place, I think. And then the map wall, that's stealing?
Yeah.
We don't want to do that.
These ones are glitched.
Okay. Well, there's a couple we can try anyways.
Okay.
All right. The important thing is we got a date with Kim because of it. We didn't even know it was possible.
Yeah. Jeez, man, that's so exciting.
We're we're gonna try to dance. And we need composure to do it.
Oh, so we should put on some composure clothes?
Mm-hmm.
Measurehead's babe is the same voice actress as the Die Maker?
That's fucking crazy.
Wow.
You can't get any more different characters.
Right? Okay, so we want composure up. Right now we have nothing for composure.
Composure, I think, is boosted by that.
Cool. Nope.
I think the black jeans add composure, and there was maybe a shirt that did it too. Oh, those shoes do it, eh? And then the black jeans. Pretty sure that's it. Yeah.
Okay, so now our composure is +3.
So we're gonna try to dance again.
Looking good.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
It's an impossible. I don't know. Changing our clothes didn't even matter. Well, give it a try.
You close your eyes and dream of the shapes you're
Nothing will happen.
Just imagine the moves you could pull.
Puts a grin on Salvation.
All right, we get to leave.
Goodbye, officer.
Man, this really makes you wish that fast travel was working.
Yeah, right? We'll change our clothes quick. Horny. These gloves?
Yeah.
Big boots.
And then the kimono. There we go. Looking good. So, alright, we need to think about whether we are going to get the signatures.
Welcome, Nerd Chomp!
Hello, Nerd Chomp.
I bought this game because of you guys. What?
Wanted to play it myself before watching. Awesome.
You wanted to think about what?
Like, go into the journal. Should we collect those signatures? Like, it could end up fucking them over. Get 2 signatures forever. Get Isabel and Lillian in the nameless fishing village down the coast to sign Everart's document. Once the signatures are secured, mail the documents to Everart's account using the mailbox in the plaza in front of the whirling. It's like, why would we do Everart's bidding?
Can we talk to them about it?
We got the body down. Yeah, I think we can probably talk to them. Just save before you do.
Okay. Enter the cavern is the other thing. Determine where the shots came from. Check the boardwalk.
Somebody said don't worry about that.
Right,
It doesn't
it'll
show up for a
just-
reason for some reason.
Okay.
Why doesn't it show up? We went along the boardwalk and couldn't scratch these off the list.
Well, we haven't even gotten to the island, right?
Right. So it must be for later, I guess? Is there something
Yeah.
we're missing about the boardwalk, though? We should have been able to look for bullet traces.
It doesn't show up for story reasons.
All right.
Interesting.
It's a little confusing.
Yeah. Class J.
Is that one point in Apocalypse Cup literally the double guns? That's like the only time we attempted Apocalypse Cup and promptly gave it up.
Yeah, it was a
It's
big
amazing.
failure. Return to Class J after doing the autopsy. Class yeah. Figurines for Dolores.
Oh, go up to her in the church, see if you have enough to do so now.
Okay, I'll do that in a sec.
It's an odd test to give yourself, but here we are. Find a working transceiver, which we're saving up for.
No, we got one.
It works.
Unless you want to save up for the good one.
It's not going to impress Kim. How much was the good one again?
It was like 100. We're almost there.
We're almost
we could
there.
probably sell things to get.
Yes, we will. It's
Find
worth it.
Tape with a melody for Egghead.
We just unlocked the ability to go get that tape again,
Right.
or attempt it.
Okay.
That will never happen.
Right. Find all
That
the
probably
armor
won't ever happen
pieces.
now.
Hangman boots, don't care. Getting the body down.
We might get the Hangman's boots now for free,
Mm.
but we'll see.
Victim's tattoos. Ask about possible meaning. Call Alice back about
That
the.
one
Yeah,
is
that's
broken or
weird.
something.
Find booze and drink and
that's-
not
yeah,
doing.
that's
Okay.
it. Go back in and look at the portrait of Dolores Day and see if now we have enough figurines. It's 120 for the Kinema radio.
140, 120.
Yeah. I think we can probably sell enough things.
Yeah. hard to say a different currency. Everything here is dollars, not yen.
The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious and complex wax painting on a single pane of glass. A crack runs
Say
across the
number
length
one.
of her. Why?
Because she's a stained glass.
That does seem to be a problem. Maybe you meant something else?
Like, why is the task still on?
Say okay this time.
The mother of humanism towers above you.
So we're not sure exactly how this is going to go down, but we're going to keep these figurines handy.
And we don't want them to tear her down. They're talking about getting rid of it, but we convince them otherwise.
So let's go talk to them about the signatures, see what their opinions are.
Okay.
Maybe they don't want to and they know what's up or whatever.
Or maybe they're okay with it.
Yinkid says that earlier Kim insinuated there was something else. Are you certain he did that on our playthrough? I don't remember him
Insinuating
saying
there's something else for what?
that we could do something other than collecting the signatures. Like we didn't need to.
Oh. I'll save before. Right when I get
Inspect it. Oh, we haven't even inspected it, so that's probably
okay.
step one. That's why we don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I was leaving that for this playthrough. Or this day, today.
Tools, item.
Interact, maybe.
Interact. White envelope. Okay.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope.
Yeah,
12
Kim
to
didn't
40
do it on
month
our
construction
playthrough. We
period
haven't looked at
and the
this yet.
zoning plan in the addendum.
Okay,
Look at the zoning.
look at the zoning plan.
The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall.
So it'll cover everything, all of this. It's gonna demolish your houses.
It's going to be awfully close to the already existing
close.
buildings, almost wall to wall, practically integrating them into the youth
Why
center.
does the youth center need to be that big?
This is either an ominous or cool architectural choice. Hard to say. My money is on cool. Looks like a cubic pyrite.
Cam, what do you think of this?
I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but...
He shrugs.
How else are you going to build something? It's always inconvenient to build things, and citizens inevitably have disagreements over such construction projects. But there's no other way.
So, the cool cubic pyrite, the fact that we think it's cool hurts our chance here, because we want to see it happen. The center's very close to the houses is a +1 check on the loophole, and the ominous shape is a +1 check on this. We could up our logic real quick. If you go into, I think we have glasses that up logic.
Right now we have +1 logic on something. Minus logic.
+2 on that. Oh, the existing hat might have had logic?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have
It
one extra logic now for this hat. Logic couple. Sunglasses, logic jacket. Oh, this will be a guaranteed, almost guaranteed roll.
So we won't get it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, give it a try.
So our logic is +4. Oh! It's in there.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope.
Try.
A 12 to 40 months. There is no loophole. The simple truth is, the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their lives will be dominated by constant construction noise right next door.
Wait, what are the ramifications of this?
Yeah.
Once the construction starts, it'll probably take a few months, a year maybe, for even the most stubborn occupants to get tired of living like this. After that, they'll sell their property for cheap and move out.
Look, Kim, point to the photocopy. These people are going to have to move away. Can we do something about it? Or The noise will be tough on the villagers, but I guess that's the cost of progress. We'll go to 1. Can we do something?
I should have seen it.
He frowns and reads over the document again.
Evrard probably has eyes on us, but we could try to get other people to sign this instead of those listed. Or you could forge their signatures yourself. By the time he finds out, we'll already be gone.
Whoa. Everard's people could be watching you here, so we have to go to a place to forge in our... Let's go in our house.
Okay. It's an interfacing challenge. Do we...
So first, before we do the that, I want to talk to them about the signatures. I just want save first in case it takes us down a angry road with them.
Okay.
I want to see what our... Probably it won't immediately set us on a telltale spiral of shouting with the person we talk to.
Should we change our clothes?
I don't think so. Just go talk to her. Well, I mean, you can anytime you want, but we don't need to be horny for this
Our
woman.
tenant, the policeman.
I was asked to get your
hope the waves
signature.
Don't keep you up at night.
I'm not asking
What
for
can
it,
I
just
help
saying
you
I was
with?
asked to get it.
Yeah.
Eh? What's this about? Come now. I can't read all this scribble. Tell me what it says.
Everyone wants to turn part of the village into a little youth center. It's a
Little.
real estate deal, nothing ominous. Actually, never mind. I won't bother you with this. Yeah, why do we say little? It's
Yeah, I don't know.
huge.
Yeah.
Say no, 3.
Nothing good ever comes from paperwork, in my experience.
Alright, goodbye. Let's go talk to Fisher Lady about it.
Hello, wife.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel
Sorry.
it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
I was asked to get your signature.
Were you?
Alright, start both.
This says by signing, I agree to living with construction noise. What exactly is the union building?
Everett's planning to turn some of the village into a youth center.
What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought, but
She sounds incredulous about the niceness of the idea.
Thought what exactly, or on second thought, don't sign? Thought what exactly? I just want to know.
that Evrard and the union have nice plans for anything. I thought they only cared about themselves. Well, I guess union members have children too.
And those members have a vote when electing the head of the local chapter.
No, don't sign it.
Aye, if you say so. Probably better that way. I mean, who likes construction noise?
You seeing ya?
Leave.
Hey,
Man,
I love you. You got
the
anything
thing
for choice?
that is yeah, go for it. The thing that confuses me. Everett doesn't seem like a good guy, but on the other hand, our internal, I forget what it was, drama, I think, determined that when he said, I am here for the good of all of Martinez, drama said he's genuine. He's honest.
True, eh? I
However,
forgot about that.
just because he's genuine with that statement doesn't mean a good thing still. When he says the good of all Martinez might to him, he might be genuine in saying it, honestly, because maybe the good of all Martinez means some people have to suffer for the good of all Martinez. And that's what he
You're
means
back.
genuinely.
Good.
Maybe.
What can I help you with?
I talked to Everard.
You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare?
I didn't.
I didn't. He's a beautiful man. Beautiful and just. Everard Clare is a hero of the workers and movement. He is the champion I've sworn fealty to. He's a bloated rainbow socialist. I can do business with him. For a socialist, he's reasonable.
Oh, there's
More. He's not the champion I've chosen. I swear fealty to you and the cause of capital. It's not important if I like. I'd say 6. She gave
Yeah?
us more money.
She did give us much more money.
Yeah.
She gave us 60 real.
Yep.
And like, I think some cents.
I was already your bitch to begin with.
Yeah.
What? I am afraid you have misread the situation, Detective. This is not some feudal conflict. It is a negotiation.
But I wanna be someone's bitch.
That was great voice acting.
And if it were a conflict, the RCM would not pick sides. My colleague's unusual approach to police work does not represent the organization at this time.
I've seen him, and believe me, it's a conflict. I pick my side in the coming storm, and it's you. Okay, yes, perhaps I misread the situation a bit more man from Heimdall than it is. I guess we'll go with the last stated statement and agree, which we do, too.
Two.
We agree with Kim because he was the last one to talk.
True.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt verm myself. However, if you felt like passing some information...
Well, he told us to tell you, so...
How could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Yeah.
Don't fall for it. It's a ploy to get you talking. The honey-mouthed syllables, the smiling, the conspiratorial jokes, all of it.
I love it.
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these things. Tell her she'll like you for it.
That money you gave me, would that make things weird if I shared information, I mean? Mr. Everett is helping me find my gun. He asked me to deliver an envelope. I'd rather talk about something else. I'd say number 2. Mr. Everett's helping me find my gun.
Oh. That's so helpful of him.
The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear his jaw muscle is trembling.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, Kim.
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people about this to gauge their reactions. It's all part of detecting.
That's a good stretch, Kim. I mean, she already knew, didn't she?
No.
I think we told her. We didn't tell her?
I don't think we did.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun?
No. Mr. Everett says it's almost ready to be found soon. Mr. Everett is helping me find my gun.
Again.
I would say 2.
Almost ready.
It's almost ready to be found.
Did he now? Well, then it should be any day now. Unless, of course, he's lying to you. Anyway, was there anything else you've heard?
Perhaps he is.
I'm gonna say 3. He asked me to deliver an envelope.
Sounds like he has you running errands, Detective. A well-established dominance ritual. Where did he have you deliver it?
You dominate the shit out of me.
Yeah, wait, have we run errands? Oh, I thought I dominate you.
Yeah.
I don't ask you to do the errands. You just do them.
I dominate myself.
Yeah. And where did he have you deliver it? Here.
Here? Oh, no. What does that bloated hellbat want with my little cinder block town?
It's clear the village has already grown dear to her. Strangely so. Why did she come here?
No, don't tell me. I don't want to know what he has in store for this place. Probably a statue. It's a statue, right? A giant statue of him, or better yet, his twin brother. Practically the same thing, but makes him seem less like a psychopath.
You're quite fond of this village, aren't you? He wants to build a youth center for the children of Martinez. You would prefer something else? Let's say 2. You're quite fond here of this village.
I should be. In my youth, I had a brief dalliance here in Martinez. He was an older man with impossibly broad shoulders. He's probably dead by now. Even his shack is long gone. Not that it matters. These buildings are all carbon copies of one another.
You been to Martinez before?
Yes, I was slumming it with some girlfriends of mine. We had boats and... Don't hold it against me. My paramour certainly did not.
Sounds like you missed those times.
Not overly so. It's not like this was the only place we visited. Me and my girlfriends from Azon with our shiny boats, like reavers. We told ourselves we were the worst thing to happen to the coast since the Coalition landed in '08. Imagine.
She tosses her head. He wants to build a youth center here for children of Martinez.
A youth center with Edgar Clare's statue on top of it.
She looks down the jetty remorsefully.
Go ahead. Help him. Make it so. I have no power to stop him.
You would prefer something else, not a youth center?
First, there won't be a youth center. Whatever he has told you or the residents, there'll be something horrific, perhaps even worse than a statue. So, yes, I do.
Like what?
A fishery. I've been speaking with Lillian here. She gave me the idea. The infrastructure is all here, and with my connections... Sadly, it's just one of the million things I'll never get round to. I just have to accept that I'll never be the rich candy girl who goes around solving people's problems with money.
So you're sad you can't buy the place?
Yes. I'm sad I'll never have the time, Detective. I've always wanted a dilapidating fishing village.
Are you gonna die, Joyce?
She is more defensive about it than usual.
Full of ghosts and ancient memories. Has this errand yielded you any information?
Would it make it weird that you gave me money?
Weird? Oh no.
Sorry.
One of the positive things to come from the revolution is the unhindered exchange of information, you see. Even when it comes to trade secrets. Which isn't to suggest our talks constitute corporate espionage. Even if they did, it would be fine. But they don't, since you logged the money as a donation, and this is
Kim is trying
clearly
so hard.
just gossip between friends.
The lieutenant might have, but I don't remember you logging anything as anything, Harry.
I'd rather talk about something else for now.
Of course, Detective. Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat. Until then, is there anything
All right.
I can help you with?
All good?
Yep.
Should I go down? Thank you, that's all for now.
Yeah, I don't think we need to spam her trees again for a while. So, to get our gun, we need to do this errand for him. Forging the signatures will make it so that they're not legitimate, so that they can back out. Like, that it's not, the deal doesn't need to go ahead, but Everett will think that we helped him.
Right.
So yeah, let's go in to our shack. Okay. Interact.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope.
Wow.
A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the
I think I
addendum.
have one interfacing thing I can put on. It's a red check.
Oh, is it because you have the horny gloves on right now?
Yeah.
Okay. See what the check percentage is with interfacing gloves on.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the
Let's
zoning
first
plan
go
in the addendum.
try our interfacing white check on the tape in the tree. So if we need to retry that, we might end up putting another point into interfacing anyways.
Okay.
Because we really want to get that tape to make beats more hardcore.
Right. Are we close to leveling up?
Can somebody tell me about this shack? I don't remember what the check was. I think it was red, but unlike most things in this game, nothing is coming back when we go in there. Nothing highlights even, so we don't even know what kind. Yeah, go ahead and go in again. Is there something that we were... I don't recall what happened.
Yeah, me neither.
We had a premonition, but nothing else happened.
Yeah, it was like something happened in here.
Yeah.
And then that was the end of it.
It's very odd. It's a passive, right? Obviously it is. Is it is it shivers? Or is it electrochemistry?
Maybe one of the political quests?
Added for the final cut. I'm not truly sure. Well, the final cut has more quests. Composure checks would let us, by the way, if we put a point in composure, allow us to retry detecting something with the little girl, and would allow us to see what is it about that man with the Sunday friend. What is it about him?
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane. A wintry breeze blows
Get that multi-tool out.
making the...
Okay. Save. Because you gotta save lots with this game.
The gnarled hawthorn tree on Rue
That
de
doesn't matter.
Saint-Gilles Lane.
Well, give it a try.
A wintry breeze blows by.
We'll get lucky.
Making the magnetic tape flutter with slow and deliberate motions, pulling, bending, and unraveling. You manage to extricate the magnetic tape from the branches. It curls up into a mess inside your pocket. If only you could find a way to respool it.
You can.
So that you could hear what's on the tape.
You can.
Maybe Roy from the pawn shop can help you with this.
Doesn't matter.
What's the tape for?
The lieutenant looks at the mess in your hands. Only after you've successfully cleaned up the branches does the curiosity get him. It's Raghead. I promised to make his Van X Jam hit a little bit harder. Maybe this tape can help. Obviously.
How? It's broken and unspooled. Do you think your new buddy knows how to fix it?
He has to. He's the master of ceremonies after all. I'd think at least one of the ravers would know how to fix a broken tape if they want to set up a nightclub. I'm not sure, but I'll find out. Maybe Egghead can point me in the right direction. I would say one. He has to. He's the master of ceremonies after all.
All right. You could also get it fixed at the pawn shop across the street. We shouldn't waste our time. You know, since tape spinning isn't really our day job, solving murder investigations is.
Speak for yourself.
Good idea. He might have the tools. The tape projector in the pawn shop uses similar tape.
Good, Hawthorne.
Fuck. You gotta do it, huh?
Yeah.
Patting the tree reveals a small sticker which has almost been worn to oblivion. It reads, RCM emerged the gnarled hawthorn tree on Route...
It's a good tree.
Check your inventory. So, there's the tape. Bronze-colored tape was found in the branches of the hawthorn tree on the Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane. It gleams whenever a ray of sun hits its surface. It's not interactable. You do have a spool. Do you want to check with Egghead to see what he would say, or should we just go right to the pawn shop? Man, with fast travel taken away, it makes these things a real chore.
Maybe let's go to the pawn shop.
Okay.
And just
go to the pawn shop. Get it respooled. I imagine he might say a quip that's funny or something if we went to him first, but like it'll add like 7 minutes of walking.
Yeah.
Hello, hello.
You know how to fix this? Show him the big bundle of magnetic tape.
You mean respool? Yeah, I do, but...
Great, could you do it, please? This is important. I need to be able to play this tape for someone.
But I'm not some Mr. Fix-It. I'm a pawnbroker. If you want to pawn the tape, sure. Although it looks pretty worthless.
Continue.
Just explain why you need this so much. He's bound to understand.
Wait, but you tinker with film tapes all the time. Isn't this the same? Worthless? It's not worthless, Roy. This could be the next big thing for the local dance and music scene. Maybe you can help me sell it? Yeah, 2.
Huh? What do you mean?
Do you know that old church down the coast?
Yes. What about it?
I helped some young ravers turn this place into a nightclub, and they play these weird beats there, which they call anodic music.
Is it any good? The music, I mean.
No, that's the thing. You can't believe how unbelievably thin the beat is. There's nothing to it. No bass. It's just zoot, zoot, zoot. But this tape can make it even more hardcore. Could make it hardcore. Not very. I need to funk it up. Yeah, we gotta say 1.
Okay.
Man, you're really invested in this.
He looks at the bundle of tape in front of him. It shimmers under the shop's dazzling late show.
Okay, I'll help you out. It's going to take a moment, though. So just sit back and relax.
You take some time to look around the store. The play of visuals all around the pawn shop is mesmerizing. Suddenly, Roy turns back to you with a reel of tape in his hand and coughs.
We cannot fast travel. It's not working. Look at the clock. Wait, this took more than a few moments. That was 15 minutes. Well, thanks for the help. Proceed to take the repaired tape. Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'll do what I can for true passion projects. Just try not to use this tape for negative photon emissions.
Okay.
Take responsibility. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's head to the boys in the rave scene.
Okay.
We're gonna have hardcore beats. They said happy hardcore, didn't they?
At one point, they did say something about happy hardcore. I can't remember exactly what it was.
He even said our happy hardcore, which was a phrase in the happy hardcore scene. In fact, it may have been the top lyrics from the MC in that one song, which I think was Breeze and Styles. That was, this is our happy hardcore. Happy hardcore, indeed.
Oh, we could look at the tape again, now that he fixed it.
You just know that fucking dude is sitting there with that kid still looking out of that wall.
Oh my god, that poor child.
Kid's like, just molest me already.
Oh, Lord.
I can't take this anymore.
No.
If I have to stay out here one more day.
It's not good when you don't have a controller in your hands. You get thoughts in your head.
Oh. Look at the inventory first.
Yeah.
Bronze-colored tape found at the branches of the hawthorn tree. It's been reconstructed into a usable reel of magnetic tape. It's pretty fragile and odd format, which doesn't fit in any portable tape players. Nevertheless, Egghead will be stoked.
I can't wait.
Show it to him.
What'd you think about this?
A better deal! Yeah! Medium car!
He waves his hand in the air. All right, so...
We didn't talk to him about that crazy sound we heard before?
Yeah, let's
We talked
talk
to
to him about
everyone else but him?
That was a crazy sound we heard before.
Yeah! It was awesome and scary. Very hardcore.
His voice booms to the chamber, and then gets silent.
Too hardcore, in fact. I couldn't control it at all.
What happened?
It sucks up all the air in the mix until it's the only thing left. It starts compressing itself and everything around it. Completely fills up the headspace. Extreme.
Is there anything we can do about it?
Oh! I don't know. Maybe someone can do something with this. I imagine this is the sounds that the future could make.
Sounds like horrible future. Sounds like a future that could be even more hardcore than I ever imagined.
Yeah.
Yeah!
I found this reel of tape. Maybe you can use it to hard up X Jam. Give him the fixed Hawthorne Tree tape.
Yeah! Remix time!
His voice.
Tape goes here, into deck B.
He clicks the switch, starts spinning. He takes the tape, attaches it to the empty reel.
A hand on his ear. He listens to the audio through his headphones and shouts.
Wow! Did you get this from Arno himself?
His face lights up with delight.
A great excitement is bubbling to the surface within him. This is big.
No, I found it in a hawthorn tree.
Listen, I'm just going to show it to you. Ready?
Mm-hmm. That bass is still pretty weak.
Wow! Is that? The signs match perfectly! Now, if only we had the beat for the full assault, it would be unbelievably hyper!
What is this? It's good. How did you guys do that?
Do what? I just found a random tape and brought it to Egghead. He's been incredibly good at remixing. You're right, it's uncanny how well it goes together. Something else must be going on. Here, we'll say 1 or 2 aloof.
Yes, but what if Van Eyck based his remix on some forgotten local melody, like a folk song, and you just found the original piece that inspired him to create this jam? That would explain why it fits so well.
Oh.
Nah, to me it sounds like classic Van Eyck. I don't think he needs any inspiration from folk songs. Maybe he lives in Martinez and just threw away part of his song because he thought it wasn't good enough.
I think it's just happenstance. Chaos in action. Contingencies of our limited existence. That and Egghead's fantastic talent.
Lloyd's right. Egghead's technical talent is the key. No, this is definitely part of the same song. Something cut from it. It fits too well.
That's interesting. They have 2 different opinions.
Interfacing and logic?
Mm-hmm. So they don't always tell you, like, even successful rolls on them don't necessarily mean you're getting the truth.
Right.
Okay.
Something mysterious is going on here.
We know you're going to steer us wrong all the time. Andre's got it. Sounds like a local folk song remixed. Esel's right. Van Eyck must live around here. It's definitely his creation. I agree with Noids. It's just luck and Egghead's incredible mixing skills. 3.
Yeah.
Be how it may, if it fits, it fits! Bring up the volume!
What about the bass? Do you have any ideas for that?
He looks back at you.
Yeah, I remember. You said it needs more bass.
What if we used that crazy sound assault from Suna's experience, but tamed it, made it pulse? Or, I think it's good enough the way it is. Adding a melody's already been a massive improvement. It's pretty hardcore. No.
God, no.
1.
Proceed.
Get that bass.
But how?
We gotta add an envelope to it.
Egghead's puzzled face turns into a wicked grin.
What about that compressor Andre was setting up to achieve some sort of parallel processing?
Yeah.
Don't be too hard on yourself if you don't figure it out. I think the jam's already pretty ultra.
But it could be hyper hardcore!
Interfacing godly. It's a white check. We are wearing what gloves?
Or interfacing.
It's godly.
Should we try it? Or should we see if there's anything else we can put on?
There isn't.
Yeah.
Just give it a try.
Bzz, 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 goes the track in the background, never ending. You can't grasp what's missing, but you can try to make something up anyway.
Whereof one cannot speak, one ought remain silent. Because I don't want to think of him as a speed freak. Just make it up.
Yeah.
The young man bobs his head to the music, much as before.
Maybe we'll end up seeing something that unlocks that more.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a new thought. Maybe that will help us, actually. Maybe the thought, once internalized, it's Arno van Eck. Let's see what the thought is. So, on the right. This is Superstar Cop, but temporary research bonus +1 interfacing. The question won't leave you. Why did the melody from the broken discarded tape fit perfectly in the song played from Speed Freaks in the Frozen tent? Can it be a coincidence? Maybe it's the hand of the man machine himself. So you could have done this inside the tent too. In his attempt to craft a perfect song. Maybe Egghead is actually Arno van Eck in disguise. Egg?
Could we have done this in the tent?
I don't know. Let's go to... What do we got over there?
Hardcore aesthetic.
Where's the things? Okay.
Self-critique. Hobocop.
Can I see real quick?
Yeah.
So, Hobocop gives us obviously, the stuff we could disregard this. Learning cap for Shivers went up, but we haven't been...
What's our Shivers at?
Collector's Edition tear bottles are supposed to appear on the map. They never did.
Yeah, man, we didn't get... And if we did...
We only collected regular tear, and we definitely didn't see any show up on the map. Like, look.
Yeah, what the heck?
We got screwed by that.
Unless we never, just disregarded it.
I don't know what's being talked about. This is the clip. Oh. Anyways. Guys, do you know about this? Like, is there anything we're missing here in terms of why it's not showing or how to make it show? We can try Andre again to dance. Why did we get this again? Is it because we changed the music?
Yeah, maybe.
Alright.
We are not a fan of the armor thought, I think.
You're not a fan of the armor. Yeah, I could get rid of that. It's true, it didn't really matter about the armor, we think.
Right.
I'd rather stay Hobocop.
Wasteland of Reality?
Because it, just looking at the other stuff.
Racism maybe could go?
Yeah, we could.
Advanced race theory?
That's easy to get rid of.
Learning cap for rhetoric raise, conceptualization raise.
Oh, conceptualization went up.
What's Wasteland of Reality do?
This is sober.
Oh! What's the
Weight
armor?
warning, zoom out distance, all motorics, learning caps raised. Fair weather tees, hand-eye coordination against the guys in honor points, authority. We don't need this either. We get tons of honor points, which role-playing wise our character might be like, yeah, I want 25,000 honor
Bonuses
points.
from the thoughts, okay. Yeah.
Overproductive honor glands. Perception, obviously, we want to keep.
We're probably done sticking our fingers in our bums.
Yeah. I can't believe how much perception bonuses we got out of all this stuff. I'll get rid of the armor.
Okay.
Arno van Eck.
Let us internalize.
That might give us another chance with him, so we better try this right now before we advance time. It only takes 50 minutes to internalize this.
Okay.
Composure. Another chance at dancing.
Oh, hey man,
wait.
it's good to see you.
Wait.
Goodbye.
Hold on, dude. I think interfacing is trying to tell us something.
These wires work as a contact microphone.
Oh, hey man, it's good to see
Still
you.
impossible. 8% though now. I think, what was it before? Like 3% or 5%? Aesthetic of anodic music. Dance fever incoming. Found the melody. Here we go.
close your eyes and drink.
But just
puts a grin on your face. Salvation.
Hey, buddy.
Goodbye, officer.
Alright, yeah.
Okay. So you want me to
Let's advance
read a
time.
book?
Yeah, read a book and just see if we can move that along. It's only 50 minutes. We don't care.
Which
Nice.
book should I read?
Doesn't matter.
Wasn't there
I mean,
something
ABCs.
connected?
ABCs always.
Oh.
Wait, there is a new book.
This one?
The leading intellectual organ of Martinez communism offers a radical Mazovian perspective on a range of contemporary issues. Okay, read it.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners
Why
of the cover.
Friesel?
Because Friesel was incompetent, foolish, and cruel.
Hey, buddy.
In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see. To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections. International development, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Read the editor's note.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression.
Okay.
Do but like the structures of capitalist ideology.
Oh, okay. Only 4 issues, and it sounds like they've already alienated the readership.
So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today.
Kim,
yours in struggle, the editors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of the Debarders Union. They're probably bankrolling the thing.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The
International
table of contents. This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations. You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border. Face it, you really aren't interested in foreign affairs. You're not even sure where most of these countries are. You flip back to the front of the magazine.
What's
the
constant
table
culture?
of content. It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture.
Why they decided to title this one section "And Walter is Beyond You."
It evokes a sense of recognition and fellowship among those privileged enough to understand. As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS. The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top
Oh my
Tourney.
God.
The Tip Top Tourney is an Inter-Isolari racing series, mostly known for its
Read the
high
profile of
speeds.
CS.
This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A that certainly sounds like a certain delinquent youth who you think
Whoa,
you're settling
Becky,
in
whoa.
for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes
There's actually
about
some
a few
stuff
of
here.
the more colorful drivers.
The so-called artist spotlight is for Cindy the Skull.
What?
It's for somebody called CS. Made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility towards her interviewer. Authority says that certainly sounds like a certain delinquent youth who likes to harass you from her balcony.
Oh!
Whenever I skip stuff, I'm speed reading it too, to see if I see anything.
I was just really bored.
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap on the most recent season, sprinkled nice anecdotes about a few of your colorful drivers.
Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic
What's wrong with the tip top?
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships. And then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes. So, all of it, basically.
What's so bad about sponsorships?
Under capitalism, the article says, every pursuit has
It's like
its
NASCAR.
price. Every pleasure, even one as elemental as thus, the so-called tourney, becomes a competition between increasingly meaningless brand signifiers. Your discount laundry detergent racing against a pack of Astra cigarettes.
NASCAR, some of those cars, like the fucking Tide car, it's like, where's your dignity, man? Like the guy.
And all the dudes were like, the Viagra car.
Yeah.
The old men.
Oh my god. Right, but then you get to see them crash.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest.
And then they all act sad when like a driver dies, as though they all weren't just like cheering for the day like some fucking insane accident happens and not putting it on all the highlight reels.
At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for.
Wow, you're right. I am just in it for the violence.
You see, one cannot avoid the conclusion that Tip Top Tourney is simply the apotheosis of spectacular entertainment under capitalism.
Kim, did you know the Tip Top Tourney is actually an orgiastic ritual of capitalistic destruction? I had no idea. Kim, you wouldn't believe how badly written some of these articles are. Kim, this article says that no one really watches Tip Top Tourney for the races. I'm gonna just, we're totally buying it hook, line, and sinker.
I can safely say the thought had never crossed my mind, Detective.
He furrows his brow. I wonder what else was really just a metaphor for life under capitalism. It's too bad. I thought I liked Tip Top.
You can still like it, Detective. Just because a couple of fools wrote an article doesn't mean it's true. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less
He's a fan of
race.
Tip Top. So we're a fan of Tip Top.
With a large grain of salt.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you. It takes as you leave. The main feature, though, is a long essay titled, You Think Instead Where to Even. So, all of it, basically.
Hang on, who wrote this stuff?
Oddly enough, this article has 2 bylines. There's no way those are real names.
Nestab and Clara Bernal and Exilius Butcher.
Have you ever met anyone named Exilus? Come on, they're plainly pseudonyms.
What's wrong with a good motor crash? It just keeps it interesting.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not, at the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 7. You see, one cannot avoid the conclusion that Tip Top Tourney.
Kim, this article says no one watches it for the races.
Oh, come on. Can this article read your mind?
It seems to think so.
A certain kind of young man reads 1 or 2 books and suddenly thinks he understands the secret structures of reality. If I had to wager,
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents.
I need to see the final dialogue, what he says.
As you leave, the main feature, though, is a long. You think instead you find it where to even start. So, all of it, basically. And that, at the end of the day, it's the destruction of these. Sure, you think that, but subconsciously, it's the visions of brand names being engulfed in flames that you crave. It's the stilted language and overconfident tone. That's the real giveaway here. You're almost certainly reading a recycled university essay, one that could probably use some edits.
I'm gonna make some changes. I can't believe someone actually published it. Shake your head. This utter tripe. Guess I never thought about it much. Take out your pen. I'm gonna make some changes.
Armed with the lieutenant's trusty blue pen, you spend entirely too much time striking every meaningless word and unsubstantiated claim you come across. By the time you're finished, the original article is nearly illegible.
You know, most people would just write a letter to the editor. Or even better, just leave it be.
Kim, you wouldn't believe how badly some of those articles are written. I know because you told me.
I can imagine. Something tells me there's not exactly a glut of young communists teaching to write about tip-top for La Fumée. If I had to wager, I'd...
You flip back to the front of the magazine.
What do they mean
The
by
table
local
of contents.
concerns?
Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike. You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pine. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside Apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having to
So that's
pay
why that
their
apartment's
rent.
empty.
Yeah.
So, damn communists should have killed a lot of them when we had the chance. If it weren't for the wild pines, all these moochers would be out of a job. Charging rent to live somewhere is pretty outrageous. Wouldn't it be better for
We are
everyone
Hobo Cop.
if labor and capital could reach some sort of reasonable accommodation? Why should I care? This doesn't have anything to do with me. Charging rent to live somewhere is pretty outrageous. Old lady lets me live there for free.
The writer G. Martin remarks dryly that capitalists love wealth redistribution, so long as it's only redistributed upward.
This is true.
Good thing your rent-paying days are behind you. You flip back to the front of the magazine, the table of contents,
and put it away. You know, I think often about what bullshit landlords are. I mean, we've had good landlords. So this is coming from somebody who's had good landlords. But I still think that people who own property, it's fucking unfair. You got this fucking property that you just get to, like, own and hand down.
They paid for it.
Yeah. Did they? Did their kids who are about to get it pay for it? They didn't. So, I mean,
yeah.
Somebody paid for it at some point. Why is it that just somebody buys something once and then everybody from that day forward down the line gets it? Is that fair?
Horny pants.
Horny pants. Yeah, where are they? There they are. I don't know. I'm just saying, people own property and then everybody else has to pay them for it. And then they complain during the pandemic that they're hard up. They have free passive income and they're saying they're the ones who are hard up and evicting people. That's a tough sale for me.
Anna Van Eyck. Okay, so Egghead is clearly not Van Eyck in disguise.
All Motorix white checks
Van
are
Eyck
unlocked.
is an Oranese disc jockey, but those people get around, especially in Revachol, in the clubs on Boogie Street. Perhaps he stayed here for a short stint and discarded part of the song he was working on. Just threw it away. And then it ended up in the hawthorn tree. But why? Did he think it was retrograde? It wasn't. Perhaps he caught a glimpse of the future and did not want for it to arrive just yet. Perhaps the city whispered the top line to him and he was frightened by it.
Alright, so our conclusion is Egghead is not Van Eyck.
Yeah.
Reveals Arno Van Eyck's gig posters in the world. What is that gonna do for us? It didn't. I don't know if I even believe that because I didn't get to see the collector's bottles of tear.
Yeah. But I'm gonna keep an eye out for it.
Alright, so all Motorix stuff has been unlocked. Or was it Motorix?
Yes.
That means like that's a
the whole bottom
lot
row.
of stuff.
Things. Shelf of Crime.
I didn't even remember this.
Me neither. Oh, was that to steal one of the books?
Reaction speeds, wash basin, hand-eye coordination, felled ladder again. We can try punching the. We could have done these the punching the pay clock first. That's the only one that we didn't do.
Yeah.
That we could have done first before. We had no idea what Van Eyck was gonna do. All right. Anyways, we get to try dancing again.
Oh, hey man, it's good
No,
to see you.
it doesn't.
It's not a Motorix.
Isn't it though? It's Composure, which is Motorix.
Yeah, no, it's Composure's in blue. Isn't it?
No, it's down here. Why did dancing unlock again? That's weird.
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you. Goodbye.
I thought especially that getting the Arno Van Eyck thing was going to unlock a new, like, give a +1 to that check. This has been unlocked again.
Very low.
Very low chance. I thought about the discarded melody and came across the conclusion that Van Eyck has lived around here. Wait, that might +1 this.
Ooh.
First, I'll get ready for the check. It's interfacing, right?
Yes.
So just the gloves that we have to worry about. trying it first. 70% chance.
Here's an idea. Say what you said before, the exact same thing. Or wait, say something that's only marginally different. It will yield a drastically different outcome.
Dude, you gotta reroute the sound juice through the fluxifier. You should crank up the oscillator matrix. I like oscillator matrix.
Oscillator matrix? Where is that?
Oh, you don't have one? Maybe it's top secret cop tech. It's nowhere. I just made it up. Here, just let a pro show you how it's done. Turn some knobs at random. That might give us a negative. I just made it up.
The large-headed youth gives you a sorely disappointed look, an innocent soul, unaccustomed to act.
Oh, it wasn't guile. It was just bravado.
Damn.
I thought about the discarded melody.
J'adore! God is close by, but maybe he doesn't have good enough ears. Let me turn it up so we can lure him here.
It's still locked though. That would have unlocked again too if we hadn't. Oh, it wouldn't have mattered, I guess.
Oh, hey, man.
Yeah, I don't understand why that one didn't unlock though. It is Motor X. I wonder if maybe just leaving the church and coming back in might unlock it.
Maybe because you were interacting
With what?
with him.
Not when it unlocked.
No, we were reading.
Yeah. I'll go back in real quick and see. Lots of white checks to try today.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of failures. They're difficult white checks for us.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, man.
No.
It's good.
Damn. Maybe I should just check real quick with.
Welcome back.
Yo, man. What's on your
No,
mind?
we didn't find a radio
No, we
transceiver.
didn't.
We're gonna buy the good one.
Yeah.
Impress Kim.
Yes, what is it?
I love that.
And yeah, we need a logic check on that eventually. What is it that makes it -10?
Yeah.
Yes, what is it?
The pale unknown, which is a thought that we don't have yet. They refer to the pale, which seems to be like limbo, or like their idea of like going into the pale is like entering the next stage in life or something, kind of like heaven, maybe. Ish. A transdimensional thing, anyways. I haven't checked in with the guy and the kid in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Should drop by just to let him know we're keeping an eye on him.
Alright on you, you son of a bitch. Oh.
Faded remains of a poster of the date 46. Name is faintly legible. Arnbeck. What does that do for us? How does that help?
Perception, man.
Hello again. No.
So,
no.
There's something he's
I
telling
hate
the
you,
truth.
Trant.
He hasn't seen anyone.
Sure. Yes, Steve.
a pleasure.
Perhaps
Yes. To lure in, they're starring. Actually.
buckle up.
We went down this road before.
10 years ago, I did a little.
He did it. He said, Wumpty Dumpty. What the hell is a Wumpty Dumpty Dumpty?
It's even grayed out stuff. Why did we get another encyclopedia
and
check?
Yost.
Did. That's weird. Did we fail it before and we've put a point in since?
Maybe.
It doesn't even. It says medium. There's no way we ever failed a medium. They're not rolls. They're just. You either get them or you don't. We were never below a medium threshold with encyclopedia.
Especially not when we came to talk to him. Like,
No.
we were pretty far along when we came up.
Yes.
That
Tape
was
computers.
weird.
And
Yeah.
Feld Electric. Actually, no.
Buckle up.
10 years ago,
He did it. What the hell is
the one to. In fact, but perhaps I should.
made of black film and folding tape structures?
RCM should get some of those.
Even one would be very useful. Though I understand the socio-economical... Yes, who knows? Maybe it was an accident. But of course, what else?
Do you have money?
I do have...
He's not gonna... No, I mean, come on. You need the money.
I don't want your money. I just want to see if my profiling skills were working.
Of course, Detective. I wouldn't have assumed anything else. Matter of fact...
He looks up again, playful hint shining in his eyes.
I don't know if you're familiar with this, but the Vespertine Department of Justice has published a rather interesting paper on the criminal profiling in former socialist states. Have you read it? If not, then you definitely should. If not for tips and tricks, then just for theoretical curiosity. Anyway, that's just a little something that sprang to mind.
Oh, it's his son.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Well, that makes the child molestation really wrong.
Jesus. Wait, you can't try the ladder, right?
Come on. The way the kid's dressed and the way that they stand out here all day like this is suspicious.
It really is.
Why are you, like, it's just odd. And this isn't the right ladder, is it?
Yeah.
Why can't I highlight it?
Yeah.
I want to try my teleportation.
Maybe we can now that we've got in another way.
Yeah, I think that check's passed.
Nope.
I might try this phone one more time, something might happen.
Got 3 health, 2 behind. Back up.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. There's a bitter cold life is gone.
It's all done.
Damn. She's married. She don't care about us.
She seems to care a bit, but she just can't. There's no...
She can't. She can't, man.
She can't do it.
Yeah.
Hey, little Hughes.
It's a big stretch, Bella.
Wash basin.
I hope the
There's
waves
supposed to be a
don't eat
check
you
here
up
with the
at
wash
night.
basin.
What can I help you with?
What's that song you're humming? Was it
Is
in
it
that?
A lullaby my mother used to sing. Yes. It. What more do you want to know about that program?
Where could it be?
Do you guys
Yes.
know where it is?
Let's see if there's not some.
So,
No.
she's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talk. She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
It's it's the shaving thing. That wash basin. Should we try the chops?
We could try it.
We're trying to clean up our act. We're like,
Yeah.
poor old sorry cop, trying to get better.
What do you think, Hugo-kun?
The attempt is at
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough
hand-eye
soap,
coordination.
and next to it,
There. There.
You didn't think the new shoes would help us shave, but all right.
Got sturdy.
on the table, you see a bowl of
pudding.
water, a rough
Shaving
soap,
the right call.
and the water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic.
The mutton chops coming off will still look great with a mustache.
Yeah.
Like an artist with a brush or a master swordsman, you use the small mirror and the straight razor with some soap to remove all that unkempt hair from below the nose line. The sharp blade chafes against
Whoa,
your
he
reducing
took off the
scratches.
mustache. That's not
The
good.
surface
No,
underneath the
no,
blade
that's
feels
not
taut.
happening. You said mutton
The
chops.
airbrushin against it, chilly.
Hold on, I'll try to show them. Oh,
Hope
I
this
can't
was the
get
right
back.
decision.
I can't get back that far.
Somebody, just Google. I don't know. Yeah, Becky can't show it to you. Sorry, guys.
Damn it.
Hope this was the right
It looks
decision.
terrible.
It looks horrible.
After I shaved, I immediately regretted it. Yeah.
Beneath the doubt sprouts a new vigor, like you've discarded some bad decisions. It feels as though you've passed through a ritual, emerged from cold water.
Was this shaving the right call?
The water reflects back a vague image of your clean-shaven face. Despite the bulbous nose, unkempt hair, and persistent swelling, you look A little younger, maybe. You almost look like a professional.
No. I don't know when we last saved, but this ain't happening. What the fuck? Bookstore? What?
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 We've saved so many times today. What time is it?
That far back?
40
There hasn't been an autosave? There's been nothing?
Show it to Kim.
There is no autosave.
No.
It was that far back. Are you fucking kidding me? We did so many things.
Yeah.
At no point did it autosave after getting Arno van Eck.
I
would've-
swear Becky saved.
Oh, I took it from her a while
right?
ago, but
I guess.
we can't do this shaving. Oh, fuck, I should have saved before I fucking did it. They said mutton chops. I'm upset with them.
Yeah.
They specifically said mutton chops. I was excited just to have a stash. Fucking
Where
hell.
are we? Like.
We are bringing back the tape.
Yeah. Okay.
Hugo will give up soon, I think. Sometimes it takes a bit.
The trap is full of low porth.
That is so annoying without fast travel, too.
Yeah. Hugo
I think I'll
is
check.
pretty hardcore today.
We have the tape, it's ready to go.
Yeah. I mean, really, we just go through that conversation.
I have to spam through the book we read.
Did we deal with the thought removal yet either?
Oh, that's just a click.
But we should do it.
We haven't gotten Arno van Eck yet.
Right.
Wow. That's fucked up.
Yeah. It's worth the hassle though to shave is a no-go. Yeah.
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you. Goodbye. That's a deal. Yeah, nearly.
It's a crazy sound we heard.
Oh, yeah.
Let's listen.
Great excitement is bubbling to the surface within him.
I found
This
it in
is-
a hawthorn tree.
What is this? It's good. How did you guys do that?
Egghead, he's just good at remixing.
Yes.
Noid's right. No, something mysterious is going on here.
It's just Egghead.
Be how it may, if it.
Yeah, I remember. You said it needs more bass.
Tame it, make it pulse.
Oh,
What about
but it could be hyper hardcore.
Try it.
bzz, 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 goes the track in the background?
We will not make it up.
The young man bobs his head to the...
Alright. Now... Fairweather T taken off. Arno van Eck. Okay, and then... Oy.
the front of this quartet because Friesel, to your after the magazine is divided, comrade, but like the
Okay.
So please, If
Kim,
you
this is a
what do you,
communist
you
magazine.
flip back to the front of the magazine.
Catch up on
This
international developments.
you flip back to the front.
Constant culture.
The main feature, the tip-top tournée, is
Read the profile and see
that
us.
certainly sounds like
We should talk to Cindy the Skull about that, maybe.
who likes to harass. You think instead where to even all of it, basically.
Who wrote this? What's so bad about the... What's wrong with the crashes?
And that at the end of the day,
I am just in it for the violence.
One cannot avoid the conclusion that
Kim, did you know it's...
I can safely
Okay.
say the thought had never crossed my mind, detective.
It's too bad, I thought I liked it.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents.
Back into that.
As you leave the main feature, though, you think instead where to eat. All of it, basic undercap. Thus, and that at the end of the day, it's the stilted latch
Changes.
You know, or even better, just leave it be.
It says it's no one watches it for the races.
Come on.
It seems to think so.
If I had...
You flip back to the front. As you the main feature, though, you instead where to even all of undercap. Thus, and that precise at the end of the day, it's that you see. One cannot avoid the
Did we get anything from going
If
through?
there was one other thing.
Yes. As you the main feature,
remember
though, you think instead
By
where to
selecting the
eat
top.
all of it.
Who wrote this?
Oddly enough, there's no way. Have you ever met
I
anyone
thought that ended
named
up with a thing.
Exodus? Come, and that at the end, sure. It's the stilted language and overconfident tone.
Shake your head. I can't believe
That's the
someone
real
published
giveaway
this.
here. The magazine stares back at you, defiant. You flip back to the front.
Local
Unsurprised. You skim.
concerns.
Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Cape Side Apartments. Judging, you flip back to the front of the magazine.
Done. Pretty sure that's everything I did.
Okay, save.
Yeah. After activating.
Arno van Eyck.
Not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I should have talked to Kim about it. That would have been funny after shaving. Maybe I'll do that someday, but I could go do it now.
Good to see you.
As a what if. Now that I'm sure that I've
Goodbye.
Oh, we have our gloves on already. Shit.
it's not interfacing, it's composure. And what was the last composure's shoes?
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
You close your.
But just a...
Puts a salvation.
A better deal! Yeah! Medium car! J'adore! God is close by, but maybe he doesn't have good...
Here's an idea. Say what you said before. The exact same thing. Or wait.
I don't know
Say
the technical term,
something
but it needs less
that's
zoot zoot.
Yeah! Pump ups and bazoot bazoot!
It's hard to say for sure, but the digital throbbing seems ever so slightly louder than before.
Oh god.
All right. Well, we might wrap up.
I think you saved just a second ago, but I'm like,
Yeah. We can leave here. Is there another white check we wanted to try? And we were thinking about interfacing check, but I mean, like, it's a red check to forge the signatures. And it
Right.
seems like that might be what we must do to get... Oh, let's go to the shelf of crime novels.
okay.
I don't know if it's stealing or not. I'm not sure. Wait, go to the top. There's the felled ladder.
Which we
Savoir
can't
faire.
do anymore.
But go to the top.
Okay.
The mirror, let's go to the mirror interfacing. Is it fixing like the sink or something?
Okay, so we'll go to the mirror,
In our hotel.
punch clock, shelf of crime.
Yeah, let's go to the shelf of crime novels first. I think it's not stealing. The map on the wall, white check for interfacing, can't even be. Oh, whoa. Somewhere around there, down, lower. Whoa.
Wait. Take a longer look at yourself and how you're reflected in that slick chemical rainbow. What do you see? Metaphor. It's always metaphor.
Some kind of metaphor for me? Just me, I guess? Some nasty water? Some kind of metaphor for me?
This is more important than you. That's the blood of industry you see before you. The runoff from Coal City, further down the coast.
You can see fish
Mm-hmm.
in the water.
The engines of fortune once roared here. Great wealth poured into Revachol, the Delta, as did smoke, waste, sickness, life.
What happened?
The engines stopped. The West Revacholian industrial base was dismantled after the war. Now, extinguished coke furnaces dot
Get with the
landscape.
times, yo.
Landscape
I don't see the
is
problem. Revachol moved on to the service industry. Get with the times, yo. West Revacholian industry base? That's so me. There's a serious dereliction of duty in this cleanup. One is not a very kind option. Industry.
It's kind of a tough one.
Go down? There's more. No. Alright, I'd say 3.
Yeah. Okay.
They should have cleaned it up.
Perhaps you could dedicate your life to cleaning it up, but you're a cop. You must concern yourself with different messes. Even so, it's pretty to think.
That probably acquires a thought if you want it, I bet. Alright. Wrong way. They didn't clean up their garbage on the ice.
That's not cool. You think it's this sink?
Yeah, the sink in the hotel. Because the tap won't stop.
Which has been bothering me.
One time here in Japan, our water bill was $20 higher in 1 month, and they came by asking if like we had new people living with us, or like if we had guests or something, because they were worried for like that we had a leak.
Yeah, they
Go
were
ahead.
concerned.
Spain smells smoldering, melted insulation, nylon, and ozone. Yeah, they just come by to be like, do you have a leak in your pipes? We need to check, because like that spike in your water isn't usual. Making sure we're not wasting money. Low rumble of bass beat. Your heart repeats it. Interesting.
Huh.
So there's maybe that guy is up in that building over there. Go back near that window.
Okay.
Hey, buddy, come on over here. But anyways, yeah, it turned out I think I'd left the tap on overnight once by accident.
Yeah.
And that was enough to rack up $20 extra water bill. That'd be horrible if you left it for left on vacation.
Because you left it for Hugo to drink.
I think so. And he didn't drink it all. Like he was supposed to. Where are you headed?
I forgot.
Into the hotel. Up to the...
You can't go
Or you
in
go
that
to the
door?
bookstore right now if you
Oh
want.
my god.
I think you can exit that door, but...
Going to it.
Hi, Hughes! Hey, isn't it a composure check with that little girl? It should be unlocked, even though it didn't say it on your white check map.
Hello again, sir.
That Arnovet X says it unlocked all white checks to do with Motorix, and Motorix means yellow. That's the Motorix tier.
I don't know.
It should be unlocked. Hers is blue? Is it a conceptualization?
I think the door said that it was closed for winter or something.
Okay,
Is it up here?
I don't, yeah, oh. Looks like Guillaume de Million, that hair poster.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime
Who is
novels
Dick
featuring
Mullen?
the
This is
supposedly
reaction speed. You might
stalwart
want to change our
Vespertine
clothes.
A reaction
Pal, I'm gonna cuddle you a bit more, even though my face is already covered in hair.
Reaction
Nope.
speed is 0.
Oh, you want in there? Here you go.
Reaction speed minus.
I'll pick you up, little buddy. I'm covered in hair. Good boy.
Reaction speed.
What do you think up there, bud?
Okay, our reaction speed is +2.
He doesn't know what to think. He doesn't usually go up there.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart Vespertine detective, Dick Mullen.
Alright. Ooh, good chance.
Your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity.
What do we have here? This pertains to me. Mistaken identity.
A worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic hard-boiled phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend and has just a few days to prove his innocence.
Why does this speak to me?
Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals?
That's probably right. I'm a complicated guy, full of contradictions. No, it's gotta be something else. I'd say 1.
Then this is the book for you.
Storekeep, what's all this crime? Okay, so I want to buy this Dick Mullen novel. Yup.
Of course. Such violence and immorality. I mean, enjoy.
Leave.
You're the worst, lady.
Let's check out this book. I'd like to read it. Whoa, it's thick.
Ooh.
Another Dick Mullen book that woefully misrepresents the nature of police work. In this one, our detective returns from a trip having successfully solved one case only to embark on another. Does he finally face the taxing nature of his occupation? No, he doesn't even look like a normal officer of the law.
In your hand, you hold Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity. The brittle paperback feels fragile to the touch.
Examine the cover.
The cover features a pastiche of different scenes. In the foreground, a man in a dark overcoat clutches a pistol to his chest. Rising up behind him are 2 silhouettes wrapped in a passionate embrace. The tagline reads, Detective Dick Mullen must prove his innocence after an old friend is murdered by someone who looks just like Dick Mullen. That seems to sum up the premise nicely. Needless to say, it violates nearly every RCM regulation for a detective to investigate a murder in which he is a suspect.
Are you really reading that, detective?
I really need to know who this Dick Mullen guy is. I'm looking for advice on being a real detective.
Well, you won't find it in there. Those books are much more about ravishing dames and gunplay than a real police work.
Ooh.
When was the last time you ravished a dame, detective? Besides your crusty old sock, that is.
Aw, Krusty. I love her.
The cover, the tag, needless to say.
It's weird that I named her Krusty before she got crusty.
Yeah.
I knew her future.
I really need to know who this Dick Mullen guy is.
Good luck finding it. He's not much of a character, I think you'll find. Just a stand-in for the reader.
The point is for the reader to feel like they're solving the crime, along with Dick Mullen. A crude narrative convention, but no less effective for it.
Start reading.
The story opens with a knock at the door. Detective Dick Mullen is greeted by an old friend, Charlie Spillane, who's come to Mullen to ask a favor on this dark and cold night. Spillane needs Mullen to drive him in from Vesper to a small town along the Insulindian coast. Despite his friend's apparent agitation, Mullen does as he's asked, then returns home where he passes out drunk, as he does most nights. An extremely unprofessional and hurtful stereotype that's offensive to all upstanding officers of the law, but also extremely accurate in your case.
Hey, I'm trying at least. Look, I can't judge. Keep reading. Hey, I'm trying at least.
Give it time. You'll fall off the wagon.
Fuck you, electrochemistry.
Keep reading.
2 days later, Mullen is arrested by the Vesper police and charged with the murder of Charlie Spillane. At his interrogation, Mullen learns that Charlie Spillane was shot in a bar in the very town Mullen dropped him off in by a man matching Mullen's description.
What?
Desperate to clear his name, Mullen manages to convince the Vesper police to release him for 3 days so that Mullen may solve his friend's murder and prove his innocence.
The cops released a prime murder suspect so he can find the real killer? Are you shitting me?
What's the matter, detective?
Lieutenant turns to you with a start. I don't know who is writing this shit, but I get the feeling they aren't experts on homicide investigations.
The lieutenant shrugs, resigned to the idea that his profession will rarely, if ever, be accurately represented in art and literature. They're not shitting you, detective. This is what the writers think passes for police procedure.
Okay, so Mullen didn't do it.
Of course, Mullen didn't do it. That's the whole premise of the book. Anyway, Mullen returns to the seaside bar where Spillane was murdered and meets a beautiful, mysterious woman named Diana Deneva.
Nice, a dame.
And not just any dame. She's truly one in a million. A knockout whose mind is as dangerous as her curves. But she's got a secret.
This is relevant to our case. Sounds like my kind of woman. Man, I really want the words dame, broad, toots. Those are good words.
Can't use them anymore.
Can you not? I feel like the fact that, like, there's people around spouting so much horrible shit, you know, you got all these transphobes walking around and shit. It's like, this is prime time to be, like, really softly sexist. It's like, that stuff is now endearing.
Is Dame actually, like, sexist?
Does
I mean, toots is kind of like...
Could anybody say it not ironically?
Yeah, true.
Would anybody ever, even if you could convince yourself not to say it non-ironically, even if you could say it for real, start getting it into your lexicon to be like, hey, check out that dame. I can't see people as thinking of it as anything but funny.
It's true.
No one would ever take offense to dame or broad.
Broad.
Listen, broad.
Broad seems crass.
A little bit, but maybe only for people our age.
Maybe.
I don't know that it has any meaning to younger people. Like,
right.
We grew up watching stuff where broad was used a little bit like a sort of a condescending tone.
Yeah.
Anyways. But she's got a secret. Sounds like my kind of woman.
She's any man's kind of woman, according to this book. Are you sure about that? Something about her gives you a bad feeling. What kind of secret is she hiding?
Avoid us?
You couldn't handle a woman like that.
Godly failure.
Look at yourself. You couldn't even handle your... Stop. Don't say it. Nothing. Forget it.
Oh, no.
Go back to your story.
Now it's getting interesting. Keep on reading.
Deneuve reveals that she was Spillane's lover and that he was mixed up with a local amphetamine smuggling operation. As soon as Mullen begins pulling at strings, the whole conspiracy begins to unravel. Not only is the local police captain in on the amphetamine ring, so is the son of a powerful politician and a strung-out art collector named Torvald, each of whom has his own reasons for wanting Spillane dead.
What about that corrupt police captain?
Outwardly, the old police captain is a real law and order crypto-fascist, a barrel-chested man who's beaten his share of suspects to pulp. But he's also dirty and increasingly paranoid that someone's going to expose his role in the drug ring. He would certainly have the motive and the means, but the captain walks with a noticeable limp from an old war injury. Is it possible that he was able to conceal it long enough to commit the murder?
Want to hear about this politician's son?
A typical privileged twat. In all likelihood, he's just in over his head.
They use
He
all the
does bear a
words.
personal grudge against Spillane, though, a former prosecutor who nearly brought down his father's administration. The kid doesn't exactly have Dick Mullen's manly build, but he is the correct height. And while interrogating him at his home, Mullen did notice a certain overcoat that looks suspiciously like his own.
What was that about the art collector?
Torvald, the art collector, is a strung-out mess. Frankly, it's hard to imagine him holding a pistol steady enough to actually hit someone, let alone plug them 3 times in the chest the way Spillane did. That said, Torvald and Spillane have a long history, and while interrogating him, Mullen discovers that Torvald was once involved with Deanna Deneuve. Could it be that this is all over a sordid love triangle?
Okay.
One evening, Deanna Deneuve comes to Mullen's hostel room in tears. The two of them drink half a bottle of vodka, and soon they're seeking comfort in each other's arms.
Oh no!
Yes, comfort and pleasure. The warmth of another human's touch. The burning taste of liquor on her full, sweet lips. Well, that testimony won't be admissible any longer.
How does Mullen expect to solve the murder when he's sleeping with the witness? Nice, get it, Mullen. I'm not sure I'm happy with this, but maybe the story will turn it around too. Get it, Mullen.
As the two lovers share a post-coital cigarette, Deanna Deneuve turns to Mullen and says, "By the way, Dick, there was something else I meant to tell you."
Uh-oh.
I love you. Whatever it is, Mullen never hears the words. A blow to the base of his skull knocks him out cold instantly.
Fuck. Can't trust a dame. Shake your head. I don't really like where this is going. Close the book. Fuck.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When Mullen comes to, Deneuve is dead on the hostel bed next to him. To make matters worse, his clothes are covered with her blood.
Oh, double fuck.
Mullen trashes his blood-stained clothes and flees
do
the
that.
hostel, knowing
Mullen!
it's only a matter of hours before the cops discover Deneuve's body, if they haven't been tipped off already.
Oh, no.
Fleeing a crime scene, destroying evidence. Even if Detective Mullen didn't commit the murder, he should be facing years behind bars.
Shut up, esprit de corps.
Dick Mullen won't be sent to the clink for the sake of some legal niceties. The heat is on. If Dick Mullen can't solve both murders before the cops catch up to him, he's going away for life. Can you solve the case before the cops close in?
Wait, I've got questions.
What is it, Detective?
Why does everyone close to Dick Mullen wind up dead? Why did Dick Mullen become a detective in the first place? Why bother solving crimes when the world is so evil? I don't have any more questions. Why does everybody close to him end up dead?
It's a dangerous line of work, but somebody has to do it. That's why Dick Mullen never lets anyone get too close.
Why did Dick Mullen become a detective in the first place?
There was never a time when he wasn't a detective. He was born a detective.
Was I not born to be a detective?
For a moment, you cease to read the story on the page and see the book for what it is. A collection of brittle, cheaply printed pages held together by glue made from the hooves of horses. You won't find the answers you're looking for here. In other words,
why bother solving crimes when the world is so evil?
Is it really so evil, Detective?
Okay, maybe not. There's parts worth saving. Yeah.
Like what?
Kim?
Friends and family?
The pleasure of contemplating art, the taste of a good cigarette, drugs. No, it's friends and family.
Yeah.
Do you even have those?
I've got Kim.
I've got Kim. Or I just need to find them. I did, but I lost them. I've got Kim.
Just make sure you don't lose him.
Okay.
You'll not find another like him.
It's true.
We need to try harder.
Thanks, Dick Mullen and the mistaken identity.
It's true in more ways than you know. But then, what does this book know? It's just a poorly made piece of pulp garbage made to be consumed and discarded.
I figured it all out.
So, who did it, Detective? Who killed Charlie Spillane and Deanna Deneuve?
The twat son, the art collector, the police captain. 4. Dick Mullen?
Have you been paying attention at all? It wasn't Mullen. It was an imposter. Now go on. Find out who really did it.
All right.
You begin furiously flipping through pages. Even as you know these books follow a series of well-worn tropes, you find yourself completely engrossed. You're turning pages so fast, you don't even notice the ancient spine coming unglued. You try to grab the pages as they come loose, but your fingers aren't quick enough. They're gone.
Oh my god.
Dozens of pages scatter across the floor. The last fifth or so of the book seems to have been lost. It's possible that you could gather and reassemble the pages, but it would take way too long.
Stupid old horse glue or... Gah! Now I'll never know. Yeah, 2.
Too bad, detective. If it's any consolation, the resolution is almost never very satisfying. And on that note, perhaps we should get back to making sense of our own case?
Last year, more than 71% of murders in Revachol went unsolved. In Revachol West, that number was closer to 85%. In your hand, you hold 4
Fine,
fifths of
put
Dick
it away.
Mullen.
Let's go try that sink. Yeah, we'll change our clothes to horny. Okay, I'm gonna use that as a role-playing building moment. I think from this point forward, we've still been like gleefully like taking money. Our character's grown, gotten slightly more competent as time goes on, put more effort in for Kim's sake, but we still like decided that we take the novelty check, things like that. I think now we are absolutely reformed. The book, we just came to this realization that all that matters is Kim.
Okay.
Now we are 100% trying our hardest.
Okay.
So we will only be incompetent in situations where we feel that the character really has no choice but to be incompetent. Mostly that means in the face of a woman. That's about our only weakness now, outside of like everything else I think we will be strong with.
Yeah, lesson here, if you murder someone in Revachol, you'll probably get away with it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they've been talking like that from the beginning. Old friggin' big man, Titus. No, I think we'll even be able to, I think,
if we're offered money,
if we're offered money, I think we'll turn it down. I think that's our turning point.
Shit, man.
I think only the guiles of women can now sway our man.
What do we need to have on for this?
It is interfacing, just the gloves, so non-horny gloves, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Interfacing.
Your face,
Shit. Wow. Tool. Get the tool out.
with the expression.
Use your chain cutters to fix the faucet. Stop it from... Try getting the multi-tool, though. It's not chain cutters, but it is a multi-tool, and it's supposed to be better than the other tools, I think. I think it'll give us a better chance.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Down.
In it,
You
Tool
are...
not in hand?
Okay, you do have to get the wire cutters.
With the...
Oh, so do we have them or not?
So that multi-tool isn't really multi.
Yeah.
Yes, we do have wire cutters. We just never really use them. We use them once, I think.
Here. Chain cutters.
Chain cutters.
We'll equip both of them.
Get our clipboard back in.
What? For real?
Oh, okay, you can equip both. Sure. For now.
Yeah,
go.
just to make sure.
Just to make sure.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
All right, give it a try.
In it, your face. The chain
Darn
cutters
it.
slip out of your hands as you
Damn
attempt
it.
to twist the faucet into place. Well, you know one thing for sure. You've
Probably never been a plumber. Head to the union now. I want to try that wet check where we punch the thing.
Get rid of her. What?
Interfacing checks. Nah, it's not worth putting a point in interfacing just to try that again. The only checks left is, like, we'll punch the thing and then decide, but...
What's the thing we need to punch again?
It's in the union office. It's like the phone. I don't remember having even the opportunity before.
Yeah.
But it says that there is an opportunity to punch the phone.
We've already claimed our tear. We got 220. Dun, 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 dun.
Or Kuno. Well, even Kuno we might be coming around on. Maybe our love for Kuno has turned into fatherly love. Maybe we think that we need to kind of, that's why we kind of like taught him a lesson about using the word kipped by using the word retard. It really did kind of set him aside. Odd, you didn't catch this graffito earlier. Gone X Overdrive, it says. I wonder what that does for us. Like, is there a collected all type thing going on here? Hey!
What's that? Yeah.
What is this? Hypnogamma. I think it said punch clock, not the action of punching.
Oh, it's like...
I want to punch it,
clock.
though.
Yeah, I'm totally here to punch a clock, man.
Where is the punch clock? I think it's right there on the wall. The red clock above the plant. What was the interfacing check?
The already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you.
Oh, it's another random number.
Handset.
Alright. It's interfacing. We got the right gloves on.
Give it a blow.
Your fingers on the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952. And a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993. Calling. Calling. Still calling. Then.
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. You're an 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lamy. How may I help you?
Yes, we
The
rented a
voice
lot
of
of
a
tapes.
youngster on the other end sounds as enthusiastic as that of a man walking towards the gallows.
What is this place?
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lamy.
No, I meant, what is this place to me? Do you know me? Why did I call you? Do you know me?
No.
What is this place to me?
Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here.
Why did I call you?
Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?
My name is Rafael Ambrose Costello. Do you have anything under my name? My name is Harry Dubras. Do you have anything on my name?
Let me fire up the machine. Dubois. Dubois. Here we are. You haven't rented anything in 5 years, but you still have a copy of Blue Ocean Hell from November 46. Whoa, not a fun film, that one.
What kind of film is that?
It's not an easy watch. After the death of his daughter and subsequent divorce, Ziemsk immigrant Egidius Wojcik tries to come to terms with the onset of dementia. No wonder no one's been missing it. Still, it would be great if you could return it to us. We're on the corner of Voyager and Maine.
On the corner of Voyager and Maine, a large neon sign hangs on the side of a building. Video Revachol, 24 hours. It's raining and there is almost no traffic on the street. A woman's footprints in the mud lead away from the front door. Tiny heels tiptoeing down the road. Beautiful steps, light-footed with a lifetime ahead of them. You look up and the air seems to grow darker.
Are we getting horny over this?
Suddenly you feel like you don't want to hear about video rentals anymore. You don't want to hear about any of it. It was all shit. It's over.
What was all shit? Kim, I feel sad about Video Revachol 24. Yeah? Yes.
That's enough for you today. Let's conclude this call.
What was all shit?
It.
Kim,
That's enough for you today. Let's conclude this call.
He's taking care of us. We're done. You made me sad. It's memories of our past.
Yeah. Thanks, Kim.
Kim's foot against the bed early.
Yeah.
Is that all the checks?
No, we're not gonna do the wash basin.
It's like that's it.
You can't
So,
make us.
Smoker on the Balcony legend. Composure is one that we might end up considering in the future. Go back up more.
For Andre, can't do that one. Smoker on the Balcony. Fanny's.
Gary the crypto-fascist.
Annette.
It doesn't really matter, Gary the... But Annette... I don't know. At this point, I'm thinking, I don't know. Let's look at our points. Do we have a skill point?
No, we have, and we're 35 of 100.
So we're really close to buying... Let's run to the pawn shop.
Okay.
I would like to know how, if we pawn the right things...
How much money we have?
How much money we have.
I think we wouldn't put anything into a thought, right?
We have
do a
no
skill
thoughts.
Point.
Yeah, there's no thoughts relevant to what we like, our character, so it would maybe be holding on to skill points and stuff, yeah.
I mean, we could probably calculate how much money we could make. And, yeah.
I'm pretty sure we had postcards to sell.
How do you use it?
Press straight right, yeah.
It's kind of tough. That old lady hasn't said much lately.
Yeah. She's so far away, though.
She really is.
Pachinko machines. Sheesh. Thankfully, I'm not the gambling type. Someone in this
Hello,
neighborhood
hello.
recently was having
Let
a
me know
shouting
if I can help
fight
with
about
anything.
gambling. Like you could hear it, and she knew she heard the word gambling.
Yeah.
Gambling.
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 No, it was gambling.
Gambling.
I have something else to sell.
Yeah.
Sure. Let me have a look.
I like to...
I'll check my pockets.
Yeah, I'll check my pocket.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
So, out of the things we have, postcards are auto sell. I'm pretty sure everybody said like
Just do
they're
it.
fine. So sell them.
Oh, postcard. This postcard.
We already read them all.
This postcard.
There's another one down next to the cube filament. How much do we have now? Doesn't tell us. And we were thinking maybe of the filament again, because it's like, it's the back, what is it? Go down.
This
Production schedule. I'm pretty sure we can sell that. This is like,
Didn't someone
run its
say
course. Go
don't
down.
sell it?
Let's see.
I thought I was on it.
I just wanted to Oh, buddy. A perfectly adequate transceiver. We can definitely sell this, because we don't want it.
Yeah, we don't want it.
Let's see how much money we have.
See how much it is again. We're at 105.
Okay.
Another time, perhaps.
Transceiver.
For the moment,
120.
yes.
So that would
You'll be back again. I've got a feeling.
What's not good? Oh, yeah, the arguing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can sell the receiver, because that gives us 5. Then we're 10 short, which we could get with the filament. That has to have run its course. We've used it for so many things. All it is a production schedule, and we printed it out.
True.
We've-
No, this filament contains information that can be used right using a radio computer.
Yeah, and we did it.
We did it.
We finished that quest completely. We can also sell these speakers, but I feel like these are... I think these speakers are only here.
Sell them for cash. It says.
Yeah. So we'd be, if we didn't want to sell the filament, we are like within 5, but there's nothing else to sell. We don't want to sell. Somebody said that, no, not that. I'm just gonna sell the filament.
Okay.
It's near the end of the episode. If somebody sees this and finds out later that we really shouldn't have sold the filament, let us know. But
We'll go back to
Hello,
1744.
Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Whatever time.
it's not even the backup copy. It's the fucking production schedule.
Yeah. I have something to sell.
Sure. Let me have a look.
Let me check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I was looking at my watch. You can't see it? That's on you.
Okay.
Another time, Pat. For the moment, yes.
He's gonna be happy.
We're gonna be happy.
You won't regret it, officer. Whatever you need, the Model 9 can handle.
The lieutenant watches you take the transceiver with barely disguised envy.
We win! You jealous, Kim? Can't wait to take this baby for us. Yeah, we just got us outright.
Yeah.
You jealous, Kim?
Not at all, Detective. A Crystal Sprach is a fine piece of equipment, but I'm quite satisfied with my Dynawave.
Thanks, Roy. This is just what I needed.
We're glad to hear it.
Look at Kim menacingly.
Oh my god.
So good.
Let's take a look at it and see.
Yeah.
Let's see what the resale value is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's probably nothing.
It's probably 40 real.
Yeah. Buddy, you've been persistent today, man.
And he's had a tough couple days, this guy.
Yes, he has.
Items?
There it is. Crystal
40!
Fresh.
Bam!
Nice.
Bam! Bam!
Model 9 portable transceiver looks and sounds expensive. This model includes Crystal Sprach's patented signal purifier technology with Bakelite briefcase shell.
We should buy a lottery ticket, you and I, today. If they were
Because you're good at
legal.
guessing things.
Well, you blew nice a couple times today.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I blow
You
nice.
gave some nice blows
Yeah, thank you.
today. Lucky blows, I think like twice. Maybe 3 times. I lost count. And I guessed the number right, so I did a good thing too.
You did
Less
a good thing.
though.
Yeah.
This is Fraser's life.
Uh-huh. Cluster of polychromatic flyers. What were we supposed to do with the radio?
Bring it to...
Ghislaine? Or
Bring it to Suna.
Joyce? Wait, Suna.
Yeah.
Is she the one? No, it's to Noid.
We want to bring it to Noid?
Yeah, it's Noid. Sam, so if you're looking for the window wondering where Hugo is. Hi, buddy, I'm sorry,
Hugo.
no. It is Hugo.
Sorry, Sam and Sophie.
Yo, man. What's on your mind?
Found the radio transceiver.
So your cop ways came through again. Impressive. Let's see what you got.
So I can use the perfectly adequate or I can use the highly expensive. I got this beauty down at the pawn shop.
Didn't know cops made that kind of looter. This is a brilliant piece of equipment. Maybe even too brilliant. Feels out of step with our whole operation.
He wants to keep it at a distance. He's afraid of what powers are contained therein.
Buddy, holy crap. Are you hungry?
No.
No? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we gave them quite a bit of food. Oh my god, buddy. He's such a little guy.
Alright, Lawfarer, we're ready to do this. I have to warn you though, once we commit, there's no stopping until we've seen it all the way through. No pauses, no second chances, this is our shot. You got it. So any cop prep you gotta do it now. We'll wait if we have to.
Wait, didn't you say we needed some sort of power supply?
Don't sweat that. Egg found something down near the waterlock. Some maniac abandoned a perfectly good power source.
That meaning it's obviously you, which makes the power source your half-sunken Capri 40. You mean the motor carriage I crashed into the bay?
That explains why it was covered in cop colours. Whole thing's totaled. But lucky for us, the engine on the back is still perfectly good. All I have to do is run a cable from the engine up the Centaur Man's Memorial. It won't last forever, but it should buy us enough time to get you synced up with a big bad.
What kind of cop prep do I need to do?
How should I know? It's up to everyone to know their own needs.
Cam?
Whatever keeps your body and soul in top working condition.
Cam, what is this?
At the very least, you should make sure you're wearing a good pair of gloves.
Be ready for an interfacing check, it's saying.
Gotcha.
Personally, I'm gonna make sure I've got a steady supply of prep tired handy.
The speed is to get you through the tedious, detail-oriented parts of the work. Maybe this freak will spot you some.
Nah, I'm good without it.
Hope you don't get any little wires crossed because you lost your concentration, Mr. Clean and Sober.
I should get some things in order
Do what
first.
you have to do.
Hardcore charge! Nowhere else to go!
Like Egg said.
Save. We got gloves. There's no other interfacing we can do.
Flashpoint looked it up, and everything I've read so far, the use of the production schedule is no longer needed. I think you're good.
Yeah, it didn't feel like there would be any other uses for it.
So if we need to yell at someone later...
Flashpoint.
Yo, man. What's on your mind?
Let's contact Archer.
Rest of the crew has got to stay here. Can't afford to let the beat drop right as we're getting off the ground.
Much love to my hardcore antenna brothers!
Good luck, guys.
Try to squeeze in a promo spot while you're on air. We've got to start putting the word out.
Back across the waterlock. At least we're getting our exercise in today.
Can I grab that amplifier, officer? He gestures to the lieutenant. And you start spooling those cables, maybe we can get it all in one go. So we're gonna climb a tower. What the hell is this all about?
Yeah, for real.
We're basically contacting a giant airship that's off the coast of Revachol that's been spying on Revachol with like high-tech listening equipment because they represent the government, the powers that be. And we're just contacting them so that we can assign la responsabilité. Basically, we're contacting them with a political agenda of moral intern discretion.
Right.
So, but I have a feeling we'll have a multitude of things we can say to them once we get in contact. I don't think we need to... This may be a political statement that we're about to make. I'm not sure.
This doesn't look
Wow.
great.
I should leave the interfacing duties to Noid.
And it's raining?
Yeah, this isn't good.
Oh, fun.
Do you think we'll get extra points for using the expensive one?
I hope so.
You can grab the... Okay.
Just plug that in there, would ya?
It's done. I believe we are ready.
He wipes his brow.
Yeah, as ready as we're gonna be. Grab one of these can sets, both of ya. I've got it rigged so we can all listen, but only your cop talk will broadcast. No idea what we're gonna hear when I turn this thing on, so be prepared for anything. Trick is to keep transmitting your request until the big band acknowledges ya. You got that?
Gloves on?
What if... Yeah, I do. What if they never acknowledge me?
Honestly, that might be for the best. Like I said, the signs coming off this whole project are seriously uncharted. Don't know how much juice we've got, so we better get to it. You ready?
Yes.
Good. We're live in 2, 1.
Horseback antenna.
A soft rustling between your ears, a winterscape with fast falling snow.
Where's that coming from?
Every light switch, every motor carriage, every doorbell, tea kettle, and radio in Martinez, all mingled with electrical interference caused by scattered thunderstorms over ozone.
Is it always raining?
No, man. We're waiting on ya.
What should I say? Coalition Warshop Archer. This is RCM Officer Tequila Sunset. Please acknowledge. Coalition Warship Archer. This is Detective Raphael Ambrose Costeau of the RCM. Please acknowledge. Coalition Warship Archer. This is Lieutenant Harry Dubois of the RCM. Please acknowledge.
What should I say?
That's up to you. I don't know your call sign.
I'm Harry.
You're all alone out there, wandering a blasted heath, calling out to the night. But there is no reply, except for the buzzing of invisible machines.
Becky's like saying it was funny that Hugo only wanted to be noticed, and as soon as you snuggled him, it was over. Yeah.
I should pick him up all the time. He hates snuggling with me.
Yeah.
The lieutenant looks up at you with a nervous glance. He is nervous for your sake, of course, but also his own. Looking at him now, with both hands on his headphones, you see very briefly what the lieutenant must have been like when he first joined the RCM. Then he turns to you. He gives you a half smile, along with an almost imperceptible nod of encouragement.
Give it another go.
I'm Harry.
Perhaps you're simply imagining it, but it seems as though you're learning to pull apart the fibers of this auditory felt. You focus on one strand in particular, one that sounds very nearly human.
Nein, Liebling, das lasse ich nicht zu. Wie kannst du unseren Jungen bloß auf einen dieser Dinger nach Bredeport schicken?
The Germans?
Dinger!
Hello,
Archer. Do you acknowledge?
Marianne hat mir erzählt, dass Oscar nicht mehr derselbe ist, seit er auf einem Luftschiff
Do we have any German speakers in here?
Natürlich halten ihn die Psychologen für vollkommen normal. Aber
Where's your phone?
Upstairs.
seiner Rückkehr mit einem
Your beautiful new phone, and you keep it upstairs?
I got a beautiful new phone. You want me to go
Nah.
get it?
Nah, I don't care. Somebody will translate it later.
Okay.
9.
You can't make out a word of this gibberish.
Ilana, you live close enough to it. What does this remind me of? Can't understand a word of this gibberish. What's
I believe
going
it's a German radio play.
on? Oh, really? What does this remind me of?
The rustling of dry autumn leaves, waves breaking at a distance, 1,000 wings beating at once. It's just like that woman in the electronic doorbell. The circuit ghost. It's strangely comforting to think of these voices traveling through the air until you capture them, firefly-like, with your little metal antenna.
Oh, wait, I think we're listening to ghosts on the radio.
Liebling, bitte. Er ist unser einziges Kind. Er kann doch auch nächstes Jahr zur Akademie gehen.
Yeah, sounds like some radio spookers, all right. That's what happens when you get down in the megalo range. You better keep trying anyway.
Coalition Warship Archer, I'm Harry.
Again.
I'm Harry!
Acknowledge my hairiness.
It's cold now.
A slight frisson at the point where your neck meets your spine. Something about the lieutenant's words directed at you. But
It's really coming down now, Kim, now that you mention it.
Mention what?
It's cold, just like you said.
I didn't say anything, Detective.
Uh-oh.
Someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
An uncomfortable silence falls over the connection.
It's been a long winter. Long and cold.
Am I reading his thoughts? Are you going to tell me you didn't say that either? Maybe it's your twin brother.
I can assure you it's not my twin brother.
He hears it too.
Though it certainly does sound like me.
He seems to wince at the sound of his own voice. What is happening?
Sounds like your partner's being haunted by his past self. Or maybe he's trying to warn himself. From the future, most like. I don't know much about radios.
It's just a little bit of pale interference, Detective. A little eerie, perhaps, but perfectly explicable.
So these guys, like, the pale in this world can be communicated with.
Creepy.
Pale seems to be missing from your records.
Natürlich halten ihn die Psychologen für vollkommen normal.
Roy said this transceiver came with some kind of signal purifier. Maybe we should try that on?
Is that what this switch does? I'll flip it now.
Someone has been maintaining it.
Lieutenant's voice suddenly grows faint in distance as though he were speaking from a passing motor carriage.
Sounds like the de-spooker worked. Lucky break. Now give it another go.
Archer.
Where's your parser? Are you there, Lieutenant Dubois? Please acknowledge.
Bad news. Even with the de-spooker flipped, the signal is still too weak to get down with.
What can we do?
Don't know. If we can't get around the interference, we're in deep trouble. Hold on. I think Ed gave me some sort of checklist. Says here, main step, volume to the max. That's not too helpful. Okay. It also says, inspect connections for hardcore clarity. So let's try that.
Just going up for a second here. Oh, it doesn't show the choices. No, that's fine. Alright, how am I supposed to expect them?
My guess, you climb up the Centaur, man. See if there's anything obviously interfering with them. Maybe you've got some technical law science.
This isn't exactly your area of expertise, though.
Someone has been maintaining it.
Something about this setup seems dimly familiar, but you'll be damned if you know what you're supposed to do about it. Images of your body smashed against the pavement flood your mind. This is dangerous.
But I don't know what I'm doing. What if I slip and fall?
Maybe you break an arm, maybe you break your neck. Could go either way, honestly, but that's what the Invalids Fund is for. So don't worry about it for now.
But I don't know what I'm doing.
It's gotta be you. I'm manning the decks down here.
Let's do this.
Oh god, physical instrument failure. We already had.
Did it say that?
Yeah. Like a couple steps earlier. That's why we imagined ourselves on the pavement.
You can do it, Harry. You got this, Harry. Whoa. This looks hard.
Your gloves give you a solid grip on the metal bar. This feels pleasingly familiar. You don't exactly cut a lithesome figure, but after several moments of scrambling, you manage to hoist yourself atop the monument.
Cool. Maybe we should have dressed up more for physical abilities. I didn't think we'd be climbing our butts in his face.
Oh god. Harry.
That performance was frankly an embarrassment.
That was pretty bad. Hope nobody saw it.
You're doing all right, detective. Just keep your focus on the task at hand.
Thanks, Kim.
I love you, Kim.
Examine the connection.
The connection itself is nothing more than a little braid of exposed wire wrapped about the hoof of the horse. A copper fetter, it cannot slip. The whole monument is covered in a thin but durable layer of oil and grime. It's obvious no one has cleaned it in years.
Can we please clean it while we're up here? It will.
Well, what's it look like?
The whole statue's covered in weird oils. I don't think it's good for the connection.
That's not good. We should have cleaned the Centaur man first. Pretty rude that we didn't. Hang on. I'm looking at Egg's checklist. He says, if all fails, bend antenna. Narrow is the hardcore way. That make any sense to you?
What are we supposed to use to bend the antenna?
It says here, muscle style.
What good is that supposed to do?
Good question. Maybe he's saying we're casting too wide a net. Got to narrow our receiving band so we pick up the big bad without the spookers. Since you're already up there, I say you should do it.
The speed freak is right. The responsibility is yours and yours alone. There's no turning back now.
Look at Philip III.
You are face to face with Philip The third, the Bronze King, looks toward the west. Something about his features seems bizarrely distorted. His imperious gaze leads you naturally to his outstretched hand, which, for some reason, strikes you as sadly empty.
Put the sword in it?
Come on. Kings and sabers are so played out. There's a better way.
What's the better way? Touch the saber.
To your surprise, the saber's hilt fits quite snugly in the statue's hand. The king cuts quite the triumphal figure.
Should we have asked about the better way?
I don't
We
know.
lose the saber now, and that's going to remind us of her.
Yeah,
That's
but
about
now
our
we
date.
can see it all the time.
What else could we put in this hand?
I don't think anything.
Our
Because we were
crowbar?
talking about how it's strangely empty.
Our
Oh, you
crowbar.
think a better way is like something besides?
Yeah, so we don't lose our awesome sword that she gave us.
There is no way that is going to make any difference.
Nah, every bit helps. We need this antenna to be...
You are face to face with Philip.
Look at the horse.
This faithful steed is in nearly as poor a condition as its rider.
You need to ask how she got that saber? What do you mean? Do you mean we need it to ask how she got it?
Oh, like we need to ask her how she got that saber because she clearly stole it from this dude.
Look up.
The sky is opaque with dark clouds. Somehow, the raindrops seem to fall more slowly from this angle. You turn to the east, but the visibility is quite poor.
Look
you
down.
see no sign of Coalition warship Archer, though you know it can't be too far away. A few of the idle lorry drivers and strikebreakers gesture at you with their cigarettes, more out of curiosity than anything else. From the window of one of the adjacent apartment buildings, an older woman leans out, her heavy breasts sagging.
Does that remind you of anyone?
Ample, heavy breasts.
Freaking Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Though malleable, especially when she pushes them together.
She yells a single word you can't make out, and then shuts the window with a violent thunk.
We have a solid grip, signal purifier engaged, saber actually does help. Alright, we still don't have an amazing chance at this, but this is our best shot. Let's hope we do it. Yay!
We did it, Hugo! Oh god.
We're not gonna die.
Right.
Hi, Hugo.
Your grip is firm, yet controlled.
Godly success.
The swelling in your headset guides your hands as much as your hands guide the bronze horse head. It's almost like you're hearing through the horse itself.
Looks like it's working. Keep going. Just a bit more.
Nein, Liebling.
The signal is clear. The storm has passed. This is another voice, a live voice on the other end of this invisible bridge you've established.
Try it now.
I'm Harry.
Lieutenant Dubois, this is Coalition Warship Archer. We are acknowledging and accepting.
There it is. The big bang. Now be quick. I'll keep us aligned as long as I can.
This is it. You're finally getting to speak with those who hold real power. And by that, we mean the ones with the guns and the warships. There is so much you wish you could ask. Your efforts have bought you some time, but you can't forget what you're really here for.
Please be advised that you are speaking on a public frequency. What is your request?
Who am I speaking with? What does Revachol look like from up there? What does the Moral Lantern really want? When is real democracy coming to Revachol? Listen, I really need to reach the Committee of Responsibility today. I want to... Do you know Kim?
Yeah. Important questions first.
What does Revachol look like from up there?
That's difficult to say. We have a very particular view from our observation platform up here.
How?
Perhaps the best way to describe it, it is to say we have a very wide perspective, but not an especially detailed one.
What do you see?
Well, it's rather dark now, but from our portal, we can just make out the rolling hillside. We can see the lanterns lining the walkways through a public park. There are a few people on horses by a small pond. The homes and gardens are quite beautiful. Very near, like those in certain areas of Messina.
Where are you?
We cannot say for certain. East it must be. We've only recently been detailed to the Archer, so we are still learning the names of all the many districts.
Can you see Martinez from where you are?
Martinez. That is to the west, yes?
Yes, look across the river Esperance. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That was the south? No, it's to the north. Definitely is the north. I'm just gonna guess.
Stand by a moment. We are adjusting our viewfinder. Yes, we are looking at the river now. There are small islands in the middle of it. It's very nice, actually. Interesting. The west of the city looks very different from the east. There's a large motorway dividing it nearly in half. This must be the 881, no?
Exactly. Follow it west for a few kilometers till you see that lake. Maybe follow the motorway as far as it goes.
It appears to go on for quite a while. There's a heavily industrialized district that seems to abut most like that. But now we seem to be quite turned about. We'll have to consult a map in the future. Now, was there something else?
Who are you?
You are currently speaking with Coalition Worthy Barter, flagship of Insurgent forces in Revachol.
Who are you, though? I need your name.
Our name is not important. All you need to know is that we hold the position of second signaler upon the earth.
You really don't have the faintest guess what her name could be. You were never very good at this sort of thing.
We just failed a fucking godly Inland Empire check. We have tons of Inland Empire. Fucking bullshit. Godly is like... Now that's a lot.
There's something in the way she refers to herself, always with the first person plural. A deliberate blurring of the boundary between herself and the institution she represents.
Can I tell you something crazy interesting? We're on the same team, you and I. So if I were referring to Fraser to someone else in Japanese culture, I wouldn't say san, Fraser-san. Because like, in like a working environment, if we're in the same team, you're just Fraser.
You would say Goshujin.
No! I wouldn't say husband if you're just my working partner. That would be
Not to mention the airborne artillery platform she works on. Her every word is backed up by the most powerful ordnance available.
Just one thing. Why do you keep referring to yourself with Pearl? What's it like being a second signaler?
It's a great honor and responsibility. In addition to monitoring public frequencies, we are tasked with maintaining some of the most sensitive communication equipment aboard the asset.
How's the work-life balance?
Oh, it's fine.
That's good. I wish the RCM gave me more time off.
Oh, yes. We could always use more time off.
But she doesn't elaborate.
How are the benefits?
How are the benefits?
Quite good. We enjoy all the standard benefits for moral interforces on active duty assignments. Excellent healthcare, foreign service pay, a fully funded pension system, 6 weeks paid leave, bilingual childcare, vocational certification credits. Really, it's quite a good career.
Do you believe in the mission?
Yes, of course. There is no higher calling than serving humanity.
Liebling, bitte.
Uh-oh.
Er ist unser einziges Kind.
Signal's weakening. I guess you've got about 2 questions left.
Come again? We're picking up more interference.
What does the moral intern really want?
A very important question with a very simple answer. We want humanity to endure. Beyond that, it may be said that we are the inheritors and stewards of Dolores Day's secret.
Right, and that legacy is?
Immeasurable. It includes interstellar travel, 3 scientific revolutions, humanism, internationalism, the welfare state, and balance of terror theory. Nothing less than the intellectual foundation of our modern force. The role of the Moralist International is twofold: to buy humanity sufficient time to perfect itself, and to patiently guide it along the road while protecting it from ideological highwaymen and eschatologists.
How do I fit into it?
The RCM exists under the umbrella of the coalition, just as the coalition exists under the umbrella of the Moralist.
What kind of umbrella is that?
Yeah.
At the same time, the RCM is not exactly of the coalition.
That's confusing.
Of course, this is history you're talking about.
She's got you there.
It's our understanding that the RCM's organizational structure predates the coalition. We believe it may even be modeled after the communal brigades themselves.
There is some truth to that.
But in a practical sense, it's the responsibility of the ethics divisions to ensure that both organizations are working towards the same end.
So we're the last vestiges of communism?
One now committed to upholding moralist values. Strange, isn't it? History is a river coursing ever downward. Occasionally, its course is redirected in mysterious and unexpected ways.
Balance of terror theory?
It's an elegant idea, one of the cornerstones of the modern era. In short, it holds that durable, lasting peace is possible when the major
like
powers are capable
Cold
of...
War.
Because no rational state is willing to accept the risk of such a calamity befalling its own people. All powers are incentivized to de-escalate conflicts.
Does it
before
work?
For the most part, it has. The world is certainly not free of violent conflict.
In what sense is
But in the
Morlington
modern
the
era,
steward of
it has
Dolores
made great-
Day?
It was established by many of the same founding party members who elected Dolores Day, and who, after
Who are the highwaymen?
the communists say they are the next dialectical
I'll be
step
honest, lady.
in an
I'm here for the
inexorable
encyclopedia
spiral.
checks.
The fascists say they are both the ancestors of and the successors to the loyalists.
Okay.
And then there are our prodigal cousins.
Oh, wow.
For some reason, it's the Social Democrats she sounds most exasperated with.
Why do you resent the Social Democrats?
We don't resent them. It's more that we are disappointed that they have chosen to emphasize certain points of this.
She speaks of them like a family member she's abandoned hope of ever maturing.
But of course, we also remain dependable partners in a number of... Let us answer your question with a question.
What's at the end of the
Have you ever
road?
seen evening fall over the old town of the Vesperati?
No. Maybe? I've been forgetting things lately.
If you have, then you would remember. It is one of the great wonders of the world, impossible to mistake or forget. The heart of the city, the old town, is a district composed of weather markers, comprising thousands of columns and arcades arranged around a series of grand plazas. During the day, it's a beautiful sight, equal to any of the great cities of Pericarnassus. But as the sun sets, the shadows cast by those columns and arcades weave together to form an intricate ombre lattice. When you see it, you suddenly understand. It was all built for you, for this very moment.
The name at Vesperos.
Yay! Thanks, lady.
Comes.
Built for me?
For you, for all of humanity. Not only that, but you are also part of the centuries-long plaza. When you cross one of the open plazas, your own shadow is effortlessly woven into the great lattice web.
Wow.
Yes, it is. We grew up there. We have seen the lattice with our own eyes.
She was crowned there?
She was. There are even those who say that at Vesperati summoned Dolores Day, or that it was built in preparation for her, centuries before her arrival. So that's why the old town is sometimes called the ceremonial heart of humanity. Of course, such a city does not spring from nowhere, nor does it endure without effort. Its construction was the work of many generations.
Just looking around.
The wind is pulling at the giant tarps that cover the blasted facade of the Capeside apartments. Air moving through what was once a row of apartments protected by walls and a roof. It sighs through the remains of bedrooms and parlors. This is your city, defended at all costs. A moment of hissing static as the conversation lulls.
Lieutenant Dubois, are you still there?
This is it. Final question time. I can already feel our alignment getting shaky.
Is everything all right? We lost the connection for a moment.
I need to reach the Committee of Responsibility. Or does that mean I get to do this?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't really care about this. So I'll just do this.
Okay.
Acknowledge. To reach the committee, all you need to do is fill out the appropriate request form and submit it to the liaison for public affairs. If the liaison accepts your request, you will be invited to address the committee at their next quarterly public hearing. We believe the next hearing is scheduled for July.
How do I have a history of prank calls? And I won't let the past go. Empathy check. Red check. I think I'm allowed to go through these.
I think so too.
What if I want to reach committee sooner?
Not a problem. If this is a time-sensitive matter, you may file an emergency address request with the liaison for public affairs. They typically respond within a few weeks.
Just patch me through directly, please, lady.
We're afraid that is quite impossible, Lieutenant Dubois.
Why?
We cannot transfer you to the committee because we are not entrusted with that responsibility. We are simply the second signal.
Then, why are you wasting time with her? You should demand to speak with who's really in charge.
Listen, I'm begging you, please just let me through. Archer, you there?
We're here, Lieutenant. Though we have to say, this is all quite out of season.
This just didn't respond to the
You're getting
begging.
tangled by the big bad. Time to try something else.
Empathy check! This is what I'm here
isn't
for!
about you.
Empathy!
Really, it may have been at a certain point, but you've let go of that perspective. This is about your responsibility.
I'm sorry, cop, and I have empathy.
Uh-huh.
Hear me roar.
Heroic success.
Take a deep breath. Look upward. You don't have to bear the burden alone.
Listen to me. The situation in Martinez is a powder keg. Oh, that's why we're doing this. If the coalition doesn't intervene, many people will die.
What? How do you know this?
I've uncovered things in the course of my investigation that lead me to believe that we are heading to a violent confrontation between the Union and the Wild Pines. Things are really bad down here. Like, really bad. Damn it, there's no time to explain. Better write this down. It's just gotta be two.
Yep.
Things are bad down here. Really bad.
We need to know more than that. Now, please describe the situation in as much detail as you can. We will forward our summary to the committee.
There's papers rustling in the background. She's clearing her desk, preparing to take notes. There, you've wedged your foot in the door. Now, if you could show the coalition how much they're needed, they'll have no choice but to intervene.
Wild Pines has recently lost control of the Parliamentary Death Squad forces, Cornell. For one, the Wild Pines have been completely shut of the strike negotiations. I have worked out the details yet, but there's something weird going on with the Wild Pines. I guess we'll just say that the Death Squad is out of control.
Yeah.
Please continue. We're listening.
Furiously scribbling notes. Also uncovered evidence that the Union may also be orchestrating a takeover of the local fishing village. And while the Union's demands for worker control corporate board seems completely unworkable, I'd say there's going to be a takeover of the fishing village.
We have it. Is there anything else the committee should know?
Detective, before you answer that, I urge you to weigh your words extremely carefully.
You're not only speaking for yourself. He means to tell you, you're speaking for all of the RCM. What you say now will reflect on all of your half-brothers and sisters.
Do you have any money?
Yeah. Kim is my friend.
I love Kim!
Can you write that in the sky? No, those are the facts as I have them.
Acknowledge.
So I had no options there,
Please
despite
comply while we
supposedly
transmit our
having
summary to the
to
committee.
consider things.
A long winter.
Signals are starting to misalign. Not sure how much longer I can hold them together.
You got annoyed.
You gotta.
Lieutenant Dubois, this is Collision Warship Archer. Please acknowledge.
No, you know this tone of voice. You've heard it before. She's about to deliver some bad news.
Why are you going to tell me bad news, lady?
We're sorry, Lieutenant Dubois. The committee has declined your request for an emergency address. Specifically, they said that Disputes of purely local concern do not fall under their purview. They added that they expect the RCM to fulfill its responsibilities to a high degree of satisfaction.
That's it?
That's correct. But we must say that it has been interesting to speak with you. If nothing else, the RCM is frequently a source of curiosity to those of us about the outer. Now, the first signaler has informed us that we must update the receiving frequency. This connection will be cleared in 4, 3...
Wait!
2...
And the line goes quiet. The lieutenant gives a long sigh as he removes his headphones. He looks up at you.
I think it's best for you to climb off the statue now, Detective. Your real work is done here.
Just give me a minute.
The sun-warmed bronze tingles beneath your fingertips and between your thighs. Your legs have grown stiff. You've been up here quite a while. You look around. The strikebreakers are still shouting their slogans and waving their hand-painted signs. Beneath you, the lieutenant and the speed freak have begun disconnecting a few cables.
You could stay a little longer if you wanted. Yeah.
Out on the bay, the lights on the buoys trace little oblong circuits in the dark. From a ways off, a single bell tolls. Beyond those, there must be something more. But you can't discern it. It's nothing but layers of translucent shadow.
Everything all right, Detective?
I don't know. Maybe.
Listen, I understand that you're disappointed that things did not turn out how you might have hoped. But you did accomplish your task. You reached the coalition. I must admit I didn't seriously think you could do it, but you've proved me wrong. Now come on, it's getting late.
Okay.
About time. You grab that amp. Forget the cables. Need to leave some evidence of our antenna to inspire future generations.
What's one more trip across the waterlock?
Kim's gonna talk us in.
Kim really hates walking and running.
Yeah. That was a long radio chat.
Alright, Copman. We've held up more than our share of this collaboration. I hope you recognise how much the hardcore underground came through for you.
If you want to show your appreciation, we can still use your help. Egg is the one to talk to. Hardcore! Mutual aid!
I would never let my hardcore brothers down.
Sure. You have to say that now, but it's alright. I'll put this tech away later. Think there's an extra can set, in case you want to grab a souvenir or something. Don't think anyone will miss it.
So that felt like almost like an alternate end game or something, or like something that has a vast outcome on the potential end of the game.
Yeah, right?
Somehow convincing the coalition to get involved. I wonder what it is that could have been said in the place where Kim said to consider our words carefully, because it's clear nothing was available based on what we'd done so far. Like we hadn't done something that was required.
Like we hadn't gone down the political route
Maybe?
far enough.
Inland Empire up.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's pretty great. But to do it, you have to give up this hat, which gives us... Oh, that doesn't matter. It was only giving us a little bit of logic. I mean, yeah, our imagination going up, that's okay. It's not a bad hat. Alright, that's as far as we go today.
Disco cop.
I don't think we assigned the responsibility.
I don't think so either.
That was one of the political quests added for the final cut for Moral Intern. So, is that what the final cut's about? They like add, it adds like 4 political quests.
What's wrong? Rawr.
You got further in the conversation than I did. I had really low empathy and failed really fast.
Ah.
Huh.
Crazy.
Well, yeah, we know about the voice acting, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Really interesting. Oh, Hugo. Alright, guys. This guy is adamant we stop. We ignored him as long as we could. Good show. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on another Disco Elysium. Stay awesome. Bye-bye. Alright, guys. In about 44 hours from now, I think we're going to do Pokemon.
Pokemon!
And tomorrow, I think I got a sponsor show lined up for an indie game. Hope we'll see you there, guys.
Ooh.
Until then, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.